got a caller. Hello. Are you there, Janet?
This is me. Yes, I'm here.
Hi, honey. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you today?
Well, I'm a little bit confused with my love life. I just don't know which direction to go in.
Okay. All right. Let me pull some cards and see what they want to tell us, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you are looking to find out which direction to go
Yes,
in your
I'm in a
life.
relationship. Yes, I'm in my love life. I'm in a relationship. If it's good for me or not.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I am just waiting for a card to pop out for you.
Okay.
Some answers. And sometimes it just takes a second.
I've also had a little doom and gloom around my job, and I'm just wondering if anything's happening there, but whatever.
Around your job?
You pick up. Yeah, if you can pick up anything.
Okay. Okay. So the interesting thing about the cards that came for you, the first one is the uncharted sea, which, which means
what's out ahead of me.
Exactly. You haven't been there, you don't know yet. I'm going to see if I can help you figure out the direction. If you're in the right relationship, and if you just give me 1 minute, I'm going to tune in. Okay. So let me ask you this. Have you had a close encounter with somebody else that interests you in relationship-wise? No. I think there might be one coming. Now, I think that's where your which way should I go is really going to come up. I'm going to pull another couple of cards. I'm trying to feel into your heart space as well. You have a big heart. You've got a lot of love. I can feel that.
Thank you. I do.
Yeah. And you need a lot of love. Not that you're lacking it. I'm just saying that when you receive love, it just fills you up even more, even though you're already so full of it. That didn't sound right. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta be careful how I word things. You have so much coming to you, even more. I really feel like there's somebody. There's going to be a close encounter. Ooh, here's something interesting that I just pulled with your higher self. Okay. So let's see what you see. Yes, and see how it's got the heart chakra. So this is all about the love that you're talking about and that you're filled with and that I feel coming towards you. Okay. Ooh. I kind of, okay, here's what I'm feeling. I do feel that there is somebody else that you are going to meet. And
interesting.
Yeah, I do feel like there's somebody else. I don't feel anything like uncomfortable about the relationship that you're in. but I do feel like there's someone else coming. So keep an eye out. Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
And feel into your heart space. Your higher self already knows everything, right?
Right.
So I don't know if you meditate at all.
Yeah, here and there, but I haven't a lot lately, but I do. Yes.
I feel like
mostly, yes, I do.
You do? Okay. Good.
I do. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you know what? Even every day in the shower, I do meditate. So, yeah, I do every day to cleanse and do my meditation in there, even if it's not as much. I used to do a lot more, but yeah, I still connect.
Okay. Well, here's what I want you to do. When you meditate, I want you to contact your higher self. Go inside.
Okay.
Ask yourself, ask your higher self questions. Okay? And listen for the answers.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I've been neglecting that part lately. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Because we all have the ability to listen to our intuition. We all have intuition. And it's just a matter of learning to really listen to it. It's that gut feeling. Okay?
Correct. I get it. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. And there's a bit of planning. I feel that you're planning something or taking some sort of action.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I plan. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you're planning, and it almost feels like travel.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So I'm wondering, let me ask, if this person that you're going to meet is going to be when you're traveling, when you're.
Huh.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Interesting. Huh.
Okay, just be open to it. I am not saying that you're going to, go with that person, but just it could even be a person that's just going to be a really, really good friend, or it could be, a love interest. But there is someone that you're going to come across in this uncharted sea, and you are going to meet someone who is going to inspire you.
Okay.
This person
very interesting.
Yeah, this person is going to inspire you and maybe help you with the taking action. I know this feels really foggy. Do you have a particular question? I want to make sure we get nice and clear. We have a couple minutes.
Okay.
You were wondering with your work, right?
Yeah, with my job, anything going to change? Anything coming up?
You're not particularly happy with this job.
Correct. I was. There's a certain person that's coming to my area, and it's causing trouble. So I just don't know if I'm leaving that area or if that person is, or,
I think that person is going to leave the area.
Okay.
That
sounds like a,
Yeah. But thank you, everybody. I will see you again next week, okay? Thank you.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Mystic Nick with Mystic Nick. Mystic Nick. Live from lightheartedmassage.com.au. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 2035192158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Mystic Nick on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. So you're celebrating Christmas Day. Well, I assume most of you are celebrating Christmas Day. We had our day here yesterday, so today's officially Boxing Day. So it's the holidays. So let's relax and enjoy the festive season and time spent with family and friends. So I'm going to choose a card. I'll take a caller real soon because I really would like to connect. So we have a jumper card, so one that jumps out of the deck. So this one is about having patience and taking our time and don't rush into things. So as I just suggested, this is a holiday, so we don't need to rush. We need to sit back, relax and enjoy. You know, it's been a big year. And, you know, before we move into the, you know, the new year of 2025, which I feel is going to be an awesome year, but also feel that if there's stuff that needs to be sorted, will come to the forefront, to the surface for us to let go and acknowledge and deal with and to make changes. It seems that there's a theme of change coming up for us as well. So if we can embrace that, whatever that means for us in whatever way, not to fear change, but to have patience and have patience with ourselves and have patience with others. But also not to rush in, so to take our time when making decisions or moving forward. So we feel, you know, and use your intuitive sense as well. You know, when things feel right for you. So, you know, trust that instinct and your inner knowing, because that will guide you. That will be your best indicator of what's moving forward. So I have Michelle on the line from Alberta, I think. So I'm here in Tasmania, Australia, so across the globe. So welcome, Michelle. Are you there?
I am. Thanks for taking my call.
You're very welcome. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here on Christmas Day. I was wondering if anyone would show up. Excellent.
I guess not yet. My mom passed away 3 years ago on Christmas, so it's never a fun time.
Gosh, yes. And this is the thing about this time of year. As much as we want to celebrate and enjoy the festive season, it brings up a lot around, you know, our loved ones and the passing, particularly at this time. So, you know, that's an interesting concept, I guess, of, you know, bringing the memory about with, you know, the loss of a loved one at this time, because it makes it even more special, really, doesn't it, to have to acknowledge them and think of them even more so at this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, well, you know, I am a medium, but I always say I work for spirits. So if they choose to connect, we can put the call out and we can, you know, see if they're around. So I'd love to see if there is something. For some reason, I'm seeing a white disc of some kind. So it's a white, I'm trying to work out what this, well, it's just a round circle, but it's flat. Is it anything to do with a vase or something and flowers? I'm seeing flowers. So have you got flowers that are in memory or some sort of connection? Do you know anything what that might be about?
No, I'm not sure offhand, but maybe it'll come.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm just wanting to see if I can connect in. So again, we have to be open-minded. I am seeing that there is a lady that's coming in and she's quite She has sort of golden brownish hair. Do you know, sort of a wave around shoulder length kind of hair? She seems seems to have like a happy disposition. She's very happy to be here. It feels like she would have been someone that really would have celebrated this time and celebrated life and, you know, glammed up a little bit. Do you understand who this person might be?
It could be Christine. I'm not sure.
Christine. So who is Christine?
I'm just a friend I met years ago. She passed away of cancer before her 50th, like before she was 50. So, like,
okay, and so and that's what I'm saying about being open-minded, because sometimes we want certain people, but Spirit has other ideas sometimes. So Christine seems to be a bit like the life of a party. You know, she wants to bring the flair and the zest, and she might have been a creative person who, you know, just wanted to celebrate life.
yeah.
That sounded a little like Christine.
Yeah, she was very, very bubbly.
Yeah. So she wants to. She's in on the festive spirit. You know, she's coming through to bring. There's also does she have a younger son or a younger male that she would like to connect with, or is there a younger boy?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't know her too well.
Yeah, unless there's someone that's younger that's in spirit with her as well, because she's showing me she's basically got her arms wrapped around this young person. So I feel this could be a connection to someone a younger person that was in her life that has passed as well too. So, you know, she's giving the okay to the family. So maybe if you could follow that through, as I'm saying, you know, they'll take the opportunity where they can to come through. So if there's someone that you know that knows a little more about Christine than you do, it might be worth just checking in as well too. I'm also seeing handbags. So was she a handbag lady or was someone into handbags?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I definitely have lots of handbags. So
you have lots of handbags, so it could be you as well too. This is why, you know, it's working out who belongs to the information. So someone, yeah. So is there a white handbag that's like a brand name handbag?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I'm seeing a special handbag. So unless it's a gift or you know, someone's buying one or it's being gifted, did anyone give you a handbag that's a special gift?
No.
Okay. All right. Oh, now I'm seeing onions. Is anyone do you understand why I'd be seeing onions? Does anyone have an adversity to onions, or have you been using onions, or something happening with onions recently?
I used green onions in my eggs this morning.
Right. Okay. So that's Spirit's way of letting them know that they're right with you. Okay. So, yes. They see all, which is, you know, that's the beautiful thing. And did you say eggs? Because I'm seeing eggs as well. So So again, so what I'm seeing in the vision I'm being shown is your mother. She is right. It's like you feel her. Do you feel her around you? Because I feel like she's there with you and she's standing behind you and around you when you're doing these things. And it's like you have a connection or you have a felt sense or you're thinking about her. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like when you're washing the dishes or whatever, or I see you standing by a sink and it feels like she's just right there. So she's showing me the vision that she is really with you, and she's pretty much right there. She may even be giving you ideas or inspiration, or you might think of certain things. Do you sort of think, oh, that's what Mum would think, or have some, you know, does it feel like you're getting ideas or inspirations from her?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, and that's what she's showing me. That's what she's doing. She's really in your ear, really close to you. Yeah, which is beautiful, which is lovely, you know, because she hasn't gone too far. She's doing her thing. But I feel like she's very different energy too, and that's probably why the other lady comes through first, because she's bubbly, a little bit more out there. I feel like your mother, she probably wouldn't have been so out there. She seems a bit more reserved, hence why she's a little bit more in the background or standing to the back, you know, behind you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like she's very loving. I feel like she would have been quite what's the word? Like a kind of like stable, a stability kind of woman in your life. Like she would have been someone that you could rely on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. She brought a very stable, a stabilizing energy to you. You know, she'd be the person, and that's probably why you feel like you're talking to her, because she's the person that you would have talked to, or she might have given you insight or helpful advice. Very grounded woman.
Yeah.
Does that sound like her?
Yeah, somewhat, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And did she have darker brown hair?
No, she had red hair.
She had red hair. Did she ever have brown hair at any time? Or maybe
I wouldn't say so.
Pardon?
No, more so blonde or gray, but never dark.
Okay. Oh, I'm saying unless there's a dark woman or you've got a sister, or whether you've got darker hair, because I'm being shown someone with darker hair as well.
Okay, I have kind of darker hair right now, but there is red in it.
Yeah, okay. So it could be the image of your hair. Have you just coloured it because it looks, or is it? It looks kind of vibrant. She's showing me the vibrancy of the hair. So did you?
No, actually, I'm hoping to do something brighter. I'm going to be doing something brighter in a few weeks because it's pretty dull right now.
Is that what it is? Because that's what she's showing me. She's showing me your hair and you're being lighter and brighter. So again, if that's something you've been thinking about, this is what I'm saying about thoughts, thinking about getting it done or having something done to your hair. She's you know, she knows that that's something that you're planning on doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so I've only got a really short time left. So hopefully that's brought a little bit of validation around. It's very tricky on such a short time frame. But yeah, I can absolutely. Pardon?
No, that's no problem. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So you enjoy your Christmas and know that your mum is there and the other lady as well too.
Thank you. Many blessings.
Okay, and to you. Thank you very much for calling in today.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Zodiac Zone with Melissa Mark, live from MMAstroVibes.com. Connect direct in North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, ask1radio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Zodiac Zone on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Markham from Zodiac Zone. So let's just get right into it tonight. Tonight is a full moon in Aries. And I have to say that it's really kind of a hard moon compared to other full moons. I would suggest that you don't manifest during this moon because anything in Mars can indicate anger. It could indicate, in a lot of ways, violence. I would pretty much bet that the hospitals tonight are going to be loaded with people, unfortunately, as far as accidents or some kind of dispute, something like that. It's just not the kind of moon to really manifest in, per se. But on the polarity, Mars could also promote passion and, hardworking as far as, very driven into what you're trying to accomplish. So when we look at signs and we look at anything with astrology, we always have to look at the polarity of things. People ask me all the time, what signs are good, what signs are bad. There's always the good and the bad, the polarity to every sign. And when we look at that and how they're represented, that is what we look at. So I would say the whole thing with the moon tonight is to release, because full moons are always about releasing something. So it's really about releasing things that either annoy you, anger you, you're not feeling passionate about, and people can trigger these things inside of you. So just think about things before you make rash decisions, and always look at the spiritual aspect of things. I just was doing a reading tonight. I told my client, I said, it's always best to look at the spiritual aspect of things, because we get so caught in the human day-to-day things that we have to look at things that there's always a purpose and reason. And people sign soul contracts. So even intuitively, if you're feeling your child, your loved one, your mother, your sister, they're with the wrong person, they sign that contract together. So they're both supposed to get something out of it. And it's always for the evolution of the soul. So that's what I tell people. And it's really hard too when it's connected to you. If your child, your relative, your sister, brother, whatever the situation may be. So with that, I would say just, do what I said as far as just release things that anger you. That is the message with tonight's moon. Oops. Anyway, so let's take a caller. We're going to have Angela from New York City. How are you, Angela?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Good. Have you ever had an astrology reading?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So what I am is an evolutionary vibrational astrologer. I'm really going to look at the sole purpose of why you're here and really understand what are some of the aspects in your chart and things that are holding you back from living your best life.
Okay.
What is your birthday, day, month, year?
May 4th, 1980.
May 4th, 1980. And the time you were born?
I think it was like 10:31.
10:31 a.m. a.m.
Yes.
Okay. And the city, state?
Flushing, New York.
Flushing, New York?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I got that. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to look at the sole purpose of why you're here. I would say this. If I look at your aspects, you're a south node in, and I'm sorry, I'll back up. I'm going to look at the nodes, which are elliptical points in the sky. They're very karmic. The south node represents previous lives. It represents early childhood. It represents energy that we already know. And the purpose is to get to our highest vibration, which is the north node, which is the polarity of energy. So you have your south nodes in Virgo in the second house of Taurus, and that rules your money, self-worth. You know, a house can rule 40 or 50 different things, but, you know, us astrologers tend to focus on, you know, the main things. The North Node is in Pisces in the 8th house. And I would say that you're very security driven, right? And you probably worry a lot. A South Node in Virgo worries. They are considered the warriors of the universe, you know, things. And sometimes it can be useless worrying about finances, worrying about your own, you know, your self-worth. Am I enough? Am I good enough to do these things? You know? So I would say the purpose for you, and there's a very good sign, and it's basically about letting that shit go. And I would have that sign somewhere in your house where you can look at it every day, because it's really about letting the universe take charge, using your intuition, you know, transforming all this stuff that does not work for you anymore, you know, and that is where you're going to find your purposeful activities. You have the sun in the 7th house, so career is very important to you. You have Venus there and the moon there. So I feel like your reputation, all of that is you know, very important to you. And it's really important for you to do what you love, what you feel passionate about, and to make money since it's all in Taurus. Your Chiron, when I talk about Chiron, is the wounded healer. It is in Greek mythology. It's considered a small planet or asteroid. It is in Cancer in the 12th house. I feel like, I don't know, it could have been early childhood where you felt not completely nurtured, and you might have been in the most perfect family in the world, but it was some kind of nurturing that you felt like you didn't receive, or something that was, you know, not copacetic with you when it came to that. And also in the 12th house, it could be really having trouble connecting to the universe and source, you know, where it's hard, right? because you're worried about this and that. It's like, I really think that it's important for you to have an altar, have a sacred space for yourself where you can put your things, spiritual things, crystals, things that mean something to you. Have all that information or have that stuff there. Create a Akashic record around it, so you go there twice a day. You go there to at night to decompress, in the morning to feel alive. So, and it's really, like I said, about letting this stuff go that no longer serves you. So maybe tonight with this full moon in Aries, it's looking at your sense of self and saying, you know what, the stuff that annoys me and doesn't serve me, I'm going to let that shit go. Does this all make sense to you?
Yeah, like more like let go of like my past,
right.
A lot of like
let go of the stuff that, because you didn't come here to make money. You came here to let stuff go, to get into the spiritual aspect and to trust in the universe, and to transform. And once you transform you, then you could pay it forward and help others on their journey.
Okay.
I mean, there's so much more I could tell you, but I mean, we have limited time tonight. I have a few minutes before my show is over, but a very short show. But I just wanted to give you a tidbit of all of this. And if you ever want to go further, my website is mmastrovibes.com, and we can look at all the planetary alignments in your chart and take it from there.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do that tonight.
Yep,
very
exactly.
helpful.
Thank you so much, Angela, and you have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye.
And like I said, I mean, I just wanted to reiterate, full moons are about releasing things. I tell all my clients, never start anything new on a full moon. Never start a business. Never start maybe a relationship. It's really about endings, about letting stuff go that no longer serves you. You want to start things more on a new moon. New moon represents new beginnings. So tonight's assignment for all my listeners is to really just let things go that no longer, that, like I said, that annoy you, that no longer serve you, and step into being the best and most productive version of you that you can be. So that's what I wanted to tell you about tonight's full moon. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week. And the whole purpose is to tell everybody what's going on in that week. So thank you very much, and have a beautiful and blessed evening.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Sessions with Spirit with Gene Rose. Live from Facebook.com/Tarot Readings by Gene Rose. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 2035192158. In Sydney, Dial 02-8488-3147 or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio, or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Sessions with Spirit on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing this evening? How is everyone doing tonight? Guys, it is the new year. New Year's mean new beginnings. So tonight, and I know I am a new face, especially for the 2024 list of hosts. So I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Jean Rose. I am a professional tarot card reader, psychic, and evidential medium. I've been doing this online for 10 years, and I absolutely love the journey I am on with Spirit. It is amazing. I figured before, because guys, I'm going to be taking callers during the show. I am. So I'm really excited about that. I would love to read live for you guys so you guys can get a taste of my gifts and my style of reading. I did, however, just to kind of kick us off, ask my followers for any question that they wanted in regards to reading. So we're going to kick off the show with that. I have Carolyn from Dracut, Mass. And she asked, will my son find love? So let's ask the cards this for Carolyn. Guys, I love when they shuffle like that. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Amazing. So Carolyn, to answer your question, and what I thought was really amazing was one of the cards that he received was the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card about future love. I think he's going to actually not find love, love will find him. Yes, and it's going to be when he's not looking for it. The reason why I say that is because one of his cards was also an ace. Aces refer to unexpected happenings, specifically the Ace of Coins. They are definitely going to bring some balance to his life for sure. So I hope that that helps and answers your question. Thank you so much for submitting it. Guys, you can follow me at Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. That is on Facebook. That is my main arena. I will be honest. Actually, guys, you know what? Let's take a caller. I have Brittany from Australia. Love, please, how are you? Welcome. My name is Jean Rose. How are you doing this evening?
I'm really good. Thank you. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well, love. Thank you for asking. What would you like to be read on this evening?
Possibly like a future love reading.
Absolutely. How was your New Year's? Oh, great.
I was busy.
Okay, so I pulled 5 cards for you. Good news is one of your cards was the Ace of Cups. That is going to be a card in regard to finding love or love dropping in your lap. Granted, I'm kind of known for my tagline being that we don't find love, love finds us. But with that being said, I want to read off your other cards. Your first card was going to be the Emperor. The Emperor is all about a hardcore success. So I was really happy to see that card. I think they are going to come when you least expect it, but I do think they're on their way. Reason being is the second card was the Knight of Swords. This can stand for one of two things, and I'd like to be thorough in reading, so please just hear me out. The sword suit, some readers like to refer to them as ominous, and they're far from. They just remind us to be logical. So, of course, that would mean in this context of a reading, not to jump the gun. So, first person you meet, don't feel as though, oh gosh, this has to be the one. Don't put that pressure on the relationship is ultimately what I'm trying to say. But also embrace those unexpected opportunities because it is night, and nights are all about movement. Your third card was the Knight of Coins, another knight. So another card about movement. So again, I was really happy to see this card. You might have one that waste your time in the beginning and then another one will come along, I would say go with the second person. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I know it's future, so it's kind of sometimes hard to relate to the cards because you're not yet seeing it come to fruition. But this is to come. Okay, so this is future.
Yep.
Fourth card was justice. That's going to refer to having to make a choice between the two. So, yes, there will be a choice of two people. Like I said, the one that is fast and furious, I would stay away from that one. The one that is slow and steady, I would go with that one. In order, they seem to be that the fast and furious is going to be the first one that comes along. That's why you got that Nine of Swords. The strategy behind that card is not to give any knee-jerk reactions. So don't jump the gun, like I said. Feel things out, see things through, like that. The fifth card was that beautiful Ace of Cups, and that can refer to unexpected love. So I definitely feel as though love is in your future, for certain. I hope that answered your question, love. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you and read for you. This was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, first caller down. How exciting. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to go to another question from my followers. This is from Grace from Sydney, Australia. She writes, "Hi, Jean Rose. I would love to know, will there be a location/house move for my daughter and I from where we are now? Or will there be new love for me? Please choose whichever one." I think we're going to do the moving question. I think yes. That's what I'm most drawn to. Guys, if you like my style of reading, I offer private sessions. I'm both, or not even both. I'm kind of like a Jean of all trades and master of all. Yes, not a Jean, not a Jack. So with that being said, you can definitely book sessions for tarot readings, evidential mediumship, oracle readings. Contact me and we can definitely discuss your needs and I can give you my recommendations for sure. So for Grace, in regards to moving, I definitely see something in the works, but it'll be ultimately up to you if you want to take advantage of the move or of that change. I feel as though you will, because your first card was the Seven of Coins, and that's all about investments. Investing in yourself, your daughter, both of your futures, just in that new, fresh space with new life in it. That I am very drawn to. Guys, the Pentacle suit or coin suit, as some artists like to try to mess us up, they will change out the suits, the titles of the suits in some decks, or they will do the court cards or major arcana cards. So we have to be on top of our toes when we read tarot. Second card is the Knight of Swords. That can refer to an unexpected move or an unexpected opportunity. Ten of Swords can be a little overwhelming or daunting, but embrace the change. Then we have a Page of Swords, the start or beginning of a new idea, followed by the Hangman. I feel as though you are in limbo where you are at now, but however that change, while scary because there will be unknowns, will be much needed, which is amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Grace, for submitting that question. Guys, I think we have Rafaela. And hello, Rafaela. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, you are perfectly, actually.
Awesome.
Thank
Okay.
you very
The
much.
last thing I want to do is mess up your name, love. Honey, what would you like to be read on tonight?
No, you did it great. Thank you. My question is, what do you see for finding a job? Or what do you see coming up for the next 6 months for me in general? I'm working part-time now. I'm looking for another work-from-home job, and I'm not having much luck in it. I'm wondering if I'm going to find something in that field. And what do you see? Anything else happening in the next 6 months is important?
I will say definitely mind over matter for you is going to be of some importance over the next 6 months. What I did was I pulled on the next 6 months and I'm looking for cards that would signify a job. Thankfully, you did receive the page of coins that would refer to the start or beginning of any financial opportunity. So I definitely see employment coming up for you within the next 6 months. That's number one. So there's good news there on that front. Yeah. Definitely. It might take some time. And with that, and I know, and especially when it comes to employment, there is a time crunch. Because it's like the longer you're unemployed, the more the bills stack up, the more stressed you're getting. So I totally get it. In fact, your first card was the Ace of Cups. That card fell reversed. You're not seeing those unexpected blessings, and it's getting frustrating for you. Rightfully so. So I want to validate those feelings for you because you have every right to be frustrated.
Yeah,
even if it's frustrated with spirit or with God or whoever you recognize as your higher power. Don't feel wrong for feeling that way. I want to just stress that. Okay. Yes, I'm one of those readers. I'm kind of a horse of a different color when it comes to reading. My style of reading is, number one, I'm very down to earth as a reader. But number two, I try to take my time with the cards so whoever I'm reading completely understands their reading and never walks away scratching their head going, what did she say? You know, anything like that. Oh, so I don't mean to, I'm not trying to drag it out. It's just more I want you to understand the cards, especially since you asked for the next 6 months. You know what I mean?
Right.
The second card was the Queen of Cups. That is, and, you know, let me finish before I say, or after I say this, it is a little bit of an ick card for me. I don't know how familiar you are with tarot, but a tarot deck is made up of 78 cards. Some of the cards, and usually the ick cards are death or the devil. People are like, when those drop. And meanwhile, they represent something completely different. The reason why I say the Queen of Cups is an ick card is because it means that your emotions are overwhelming you. That fear factor is real. It is there. It is in your face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
I think it could be also that I need to have like a cataract surgery. So I'm worried about that. And finding the job at the same time.
The cup suit is the emotion suit. So it is going to literally represent the full gamut of emotions. I say the Queen of Cups is an ick card because usually she's in her feels. She's stirring up or in the middle of a lot of drama or chaos. And it's never a good time for her emotionally. It's a tough time to be or to go through or to be in. The next card, however, was the Queen of Swords. So the cards did reveal some insight for you in regards to getting over this hump. And that would be to act logically. If you don't have control over it, I would let go of it. And I know that's way easier said than done, but it's really going to be important for you, especially in finding a job. You know, we create 90% of our reality with our thoughts and our words. And that is something that most people, you know, even I was like, yeah, okay. But then I started putting it to the test. And it's like, the whole time, I sounded like the mom from Mrs. Doubtfire. The whole time, oh my gosh. So definitely watch what you're thinking and what you're saying. That's going to be everything up. If you go to an interview,
that's the thing. I can tell you that for sure.
Right? Yeah. Right? Exactly. Yeah. Like even when you go to an interview, go with the intention that you walk in the door, that you're going to be hired. One of the keys to manifestation is to talk about things and be grateful for them in past tense, not to talk about them in future, in past tense. I am grateful for landing the job of my dreams. Because you don't put a limit on spirit. You don't put a limit on the universe of what we ask for. They want a tall order. So don't limit yourself by asking for the bare minimum. The card that fell after that beautiful Queen of Swords, which is just, again, going to remind you to stay logical. Like I said, watch also your, and this, do you want to know what this is, and I hate to say freaky, but the Queen of Swords is all about thinking and mindsets. So you got the card about emotions. So Spirit is telling you to get out of your feels and to instead get into your head and start having that mindset of success. Stop having that mindset of lack. Your fourth card was the Page of Coins. Pages refer to the start or beginning of something new. The coin suit, better known as the pentacle suit, does not change the meaning at all, refers to many material things. It also refers to income. So the start or beginning of that income coming into play. Hands down, right after you are the Queen of Coins, that card is all about a gain. And it talks about a woman.
Great.
So yes, it just absolute amazing cards. Then you got the Ace of Swords, which is all about unexpected success. So I think that in regards to the next 6 months, you're going to have these areas and these moments where it's like, oh my gosh, like you have a success here, you have a success there. Did you just come out of a season where you had to like purge things?
Right.
And what I mean by that is like the past couple of months, maybe since September, okay, late August.
Okay.
Did you go through some things that you had to purge something or someone?
Someone, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Someone,
yeah.
I should say. People, yeah.
After a season of purging always comes a season of blessings. And now you're entering into that season. Hence the cards you received. See, with tarot, it's not always what card drops. It's also what card drops besides them, as well as like card combinations, things like that. You received cards, and the leading suit was the coin suit. And that has to do with money and material things. So I feel as though in the next 6 months, you're going to land a job. Okay.
Good.
It's going to provide financial security, not necessarily financial freedom, because I realize that there are weight in my words as a reader. So I try to be as transparent as possible. That's one thing I pride myself on is honesty and my integrity as a reader.
Yeah.
I will not tell you what you want to hear. I will tell you what the cards say, because that's what you need to hear. That's what a reading does. It brings healing. It gives insight. It gives us advice. It brings peace to us. Hopefully by the time I'm done with your reading, you'll feel like you'll have that weight lifted off your chest.
Yeah, my problem was because I need to have a surgery done. And I'm wondering if that would interfere with me finding the job.
I don't feel it will, no.
I need cataract surgery done, and so I'm wondering if that would make a difference or if that's just going to help me down the road.
I think if anything, it's going to give you, and I got strength. I could pull a couple extra cards for you. The force, I think you're going to get the time off that you need for the surgery. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Things are looking on the up and up for you. Just one word of advice, don't be indecisive about things. Because you did receive the Two of Swords. And that does refer to going back and forth with things. So you want to just be aware of that. Remember, like I said before, going back and forth. And we all have our moments of doing that, but the Two of Swords means that person is doing it a little bit more or does it a little bit excessively. And that's when and where that strength card is going to come into play. Strength is all about exercising courage and being brave. That's exactly what you want to dig deep now. Now is the time to dig deep because now you need to have faith. And that's not just in a higher power, but you need to have faith in yourself. Trust me, this will make a difference, especially in manifesting a job. But you've got to have faith in yourself and you've got to have faith in the situation. And then you've got to step outside your comfort zone. And that also means stepping away from being indecisive. Be confident with your choices and in the direction you're going in. Don't second guess yourself. Because I see you as dipping your toes in the water and then you jerk your foot back. And then you dip your toes in the water and then you jerk your foot back. It's time to just... Yes, it's time to just take that leap of faith and just jump in the ocean and enjoy the water. For sure.
Oh. Thank you so much.
No problem. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Is there any other questions I can answer for you?
No, I think that's the main thing. I think that the cataract surgery I was having and financial, that's all. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you this evening. I truly, truly
What's your name
appreciate
again?
it.
Sorry?
Jean,
What
it
is
is
your name?
Jean Rose. Jean Rose, JeanRose. You can follow me on Facebook, Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. Yes, I would love to have you as, oh my gosh, have you felt like live from my business page? I love it. It is a great way for me to connect with my audience even a little bit more.
Can you spell it for
It's
me,
a lot
please?
of fun. Sure.
Can you spell your name for me again, please?
Absolutely. JeanRose.
Okay, thank you. I'm definitely going to follow you, and I would love to get more readings out of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I look forward to reading you in the future. Thank you so much and take care. Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
You too.
You're really
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, shall we do another question from one of my followers? I think we're going to do one more. Those are some lovely calls that we did this evening. Oh my goodness, definitely was able to get out some much needed readings. And that's always the important thing to me. It truly is. Rosemary from Ohio. When will I have someone in my life who will love me and want to have a life together? Shuffle this deck one more time. So that's what you look for. Well, Rosemary, the first card was the Eight of Cups, and that's going to refer to letting the past go all the way. Eights are always all about direction. The cup suit is going to refer to emotions as well as love. So in order to move forward, you kind of need to let go of the luggage you're kind of dragging behind you. The second card was the Ace of Cups. That's going to refer to unexpected love. I know I always say this, and guys, the cards always prove it. Love will find you. You will not find it. Ace of Cups is about unexpected love or unexpected blessings. Literally somebody just falling into your lap. It is an amazing card, guys. I love aces. I truly, truly do. They are amazing cards, regardless as to whatever suit they come from. They're fantastic cards to receive. The third card, and I'm messing up with number of cards I'm reading tonight. Oh my gosh. You know why? I'm being a rebel. I'm not wearing my reading glasses. Yeah, so that's my confession for tonight. The third card was the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is all about turning over a new leaf. So definitely approaching a situation with a new mindset or like starting that new chapter that, you know, what was you were doing before was not working. So now it's time to change it up. Your fourth card is going to be the Two of Coins. Just make sure you add balance to the situation. Okay, go out. Enjoy being alone, obviously. That is one of the ways that you can help the universe, bring that person into your life is make sure that you are happy and you feel whole by yourself first. But again, with that first card being that Eight of Cups, there's definitely a little bit of work that needs to still be done in regards of letting go of the past, for sure. But ultimately, I do see love coming your way, for sure. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, do we have time for one more question? Okay, this is anonymous. As I said it, I thought I was, you know what, let's switch decks real quick. Will I be able to financially support myself if I leave my abusive relationship? Honey, the answer is yes. Yes, you will. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let fear stop you. Your first card was the Empress. That is doing it even if you have to decide not to decide. So just no matter what, really gathering deep for that strength. Your second card was the Moon. see through it, step through, and even if you have to step alongside with fear, it doesn't matter. But you are going to get out, you are going to rock it. You're going to be a success story. You truly are. And I don't say that lightly. Your third car was the world. So that is all about opportunities. Where there's a will, there's a way. So remember that. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for joining me for my first show. Again, my name is Jean Rose. I am one of the newer faces for the 2024 lineup. I want to thank everyone that joined me this evening. Thank you all for making this show such a success. I also want to give a shout out to my two producers, Dave and Constance. Thank you both for your hard work. I do appreciate everything that you do, both during the show and behind the scenes. Thank you all so much. Guys, if you like my style of reading, feel free to follow me at Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. That is a Facebook page. So yes, you can find me there. Follow me, message me. If you have a reading request or there's something that you would like me to read on, I do offer a wide variety of fantastic quality on the mark services. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. It has been an honest pleasure, guys. This is just so fantastic. I can't tell you what a blessing this has been to be able to have this opportunity. While I do have a few more seconds, I would like to take a moment and just thank my wife for all of her fantastic support. Baby, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for supporting this dream and just letting me go with this opportunity. Thank you so much. I love you. And we did it. We did it. So guys, please join me again next week. Same time, same place, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was an absolute blast, and I definitely look forward to doing it again.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Bernice Bisson, Psychic Media. Bernice Bisson, live from BerniceBissonPsychic.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is Bernice Bisson, Psychic Media on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Welcome to Psychic Tuesday. I'm your guide, Bernice Bisson. We're going to start with astrology for all 12 signs at the top, and we're going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You can listen to all three for your messages. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, illumination, flashes of lightning, flashes of insight. You could be purging, letting go of fear, your emotional side. You could be feeling overly emotional, overstimulated. Over the next 7 to 10 days, you could find that imposter syndrome could be creeping up on you, and that you might feel like you have to scrutinize everything that's coming across your plate. You have to take time to respond. You have to see what people's motives might be. This is a time of dealing, if you have that father figure, dealing with divine masculine fathers, father figures, and that could be even you as a father, and dealing a lot with issues at this next 7 to 10 days that could come up where you have to step up, you have to step in, or you have to step aside. So you're going to make some decisions around some of that there, Aries. And I feel like when you're starting to feel overpowered, don't feel cornered into having to respond. Don't feel cornered into having to do something about it. This might be a time for you just to gather in information, think about where you're at, okay? Okay, you hang in there, kids. Now we're going to go to Taurus, Sun and Rising. Oh, our little Tauruses. We've got things around work and assignments and projects and finding where reciprocation lay. Do you feel like what you're doing gives back to you? Do you feel like what you're doing in work gives to others? Do you feel like you're contributing? And that's going to be a big piece for you. And you're going to find that you could be receiving new assignments, new directions, new plans, new directives that are coming down. And you could also be looking at your own space and environment and making it more beautiful, adorning it the way you like, rearranging, feng shuiing, organizing furniture, getting things sorted, and that you could look at making plans for travel. With plans to travel, I would say closer to early spring. Maybe around the month of March, April, leading into your birthday even, that you could be looking at some future plans coming into this next 6 months. And you could be making deposits, putting pre-agreements, putting down payments on things, trying to secure some future plans, some of the things where you want to go. And I just feel like this could be profitable in the sense that what you put in now could come down the pike closer to your birthday. Gemini, the energy's on you, Gemini. Lots going on there for you the next 3 months. The next 7 to 10 days, you'll certainly get taste of it. And you could be nostalgic, reminiscent, wishing for easier times, past enjoyments, past people, past things. And you might find yourself on one hand maybe disassociating and breaking things down, looking what's important, finding those priorities for yourself. And that you don't let the little things get to you. Don't let the small acts get to you. You might find yourself a bit irritated, and you might want to detach and let go a bit. And bring yourself more to the present of and gratitude of what's going well for you now, what's going well for you in the next little while. Because you might be disassociating and removing yourself from certain relationships and people, and you also might be feeling nostalgic at the same time. And so I feel like until the end of the year, wait to act until we get into the second and even third week in January. I feel like this is going to be a time where you might go over old ideas, notions, business directions. You could have people from the past coming up. And I do feel like it could be for you to find some resolve or resolution. Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, our little crabs. This is a time that you want to insulate yourself. This is exactly opposite of you in this time of Capricorn, and we've got the Capricorn Sun, we've got a Capricorn new moon, and we have a Cancerian full moon, and it's going to really show you where you're insulating yourself. You might find that doors are closed in certain areas, that you might have to close some doors. You might find that hang on to what's yours, stay in your lane, but move ahead. You might find that as you move ahead, things could be misarranged, misaligned, misconnected, misbooked, misscheduled. It may feel like you might have to go into new ways, new directions, or find new ways of doing things, and particularly around maybe travel, work, directions. You could try new adventures. You could try new places, things you've never been to before. It's time to trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust what Spirit's telling you, trust maybe your own internal guidance or directions instead of Google Maps, or trust what your gut is telling you. Because I feel like, you could fully be a victim to stupidity of other people, right? That's always no fun. All right. Leo, sun, moon, rising. Oh, our little lions. We're going to come into that time of Aquarius. Opposite of you, you might find you might be organized. You might revamp how you look, new wardrobe, new hair, new look, new nails, something new about that. You might find that you're highly amused by news that's coming in, something that's coming to existence you're pretty keen, you're pretty excited about. You can find that you could have some power or control over how it's modified, how you're involved, how you're able to modify, change, put your personal touch on it. You might be able to set yourself free finally, and not everything might come together in a big way where you finally set yourself free and you're able to move forward in big ways. You might find that you're feeling vivacious, lively, lots of energy. If you find that you could be getting responses from people left and right, and again, there's lots of energy to this, and so I feel like temper it a little bit. And that you could find the right place where you fit in, the right circle of friends, the right pub, the right group of people, the right band, you might find just the right place to fit in. And there's always something really nice about that feeling. I just feel like the next 7 to 10 days that's going on around you, Leo. Virgo, sun, moon, rising, my little Virgos. We've got, equilibrium, finding a balance, finding equilibrium. And you might have a lot of demands on you, and it could cause some nervousness. You might find that you need to cooperate, stay alert where your priorities need to lay. Apprehension could help you, but it could hinder you. And taking too long to decide, really tune into your gut about what's important to you. You might find that you could recognize what is important and accept and submit to it, and that you might realign and you need other people to cooperate with you in your realignment, but you need to communicate that. You could find yourself a bit defensive, feeling a bit guarded, had enough of things. You could find yourself a bit timid, feeling a bit shy, a bit inward, a bit insular, and that you could feel a bit more like people watching, staying alert, reading up, researching, doing a bit of reconnaissance for yourself. And and so you could find that you could pre-plan, pre-look at, suss out people, places, and events going on around you. Now you can find me at BerniceBissonPsychic.com. We're going to continue with Libra, Sun and Rising. Hello, Libras. This is going to be a time for you of excitement, revolution, a time where ideas, new meetings, new connections could really take hold, could really be fertile, could really go somewhere with you. This might have been where you felt a lot of reconstruction, a lot of reorganization, and that you might be rewriting a lot of your mental pictures, mental talk, self-talk, realigning your karma upwards. This can be a time to refuse anything that could bring you down. That could be friends, people's old ways, old friends, old addictions, old patterns, old characteristics that you might say, no, I can't, I don't want to get dragged down. Because maybe you could feel, oh, I could fall into that easily, or this could be, maybe feed some of your more shadow side. Whereas I feel like this is going to be a time where you're really clearing your karma, freeing yourself up, finding new opportunities opening up for yourself, particularly come this spring. But this next 7 to 10 days, you're going to get a little taste about where your karma is moving upward and onward for you, particularly come early January. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Scorpios, this is a time of success. This is a time where you can find that things are working out for you better than you thought they could. Success can come in big or small measures. And that this is about equality, and that things are getting settled in the right ways, settling sands, and that This is the time to seek unity. You could be looking for let things go if it picks a fight, or you could be looking at standing up and saying something when you need to, or setting good boundaries to avoid fights for later. You could find that this is a time to that you might find that there's invisible forces working for you. There could be referrals, people, situations, institutions that seem to work in your favor and that seem to work out in your best order. And so that feels pretty good. I feel like you're going to get your cake and eat it too. So that feels pretty good there, Scorpios. Sagittarians, sun, moon, rising, Sagittarians. We've got festivities and fun and parties, and you could be partied out by the time the holiday season's done. And this is a time really for you to emancipate, find your own happiness. What's really guiding you? What hobbies, work direction is really meaningful for you, and where you can find evidence of that happiness, and that you could find yourself at a bit of an advantage. Now, is it your advantage? It's like you could be really good at your job, but means you might have to do extra. You could find that you're the expert in something, and people could be coming to you, but are you really making any money doing that, or is it taking up your time? You can find that you have a culminating advantage over something, and that can work in your benefit. You might want to figure out how to monetize that or make it useful for yourself, and how to hold on to that advantage as well. And this is a time of savings, putting money away, getting organized, because you could have big payouts coming up this spring, particularly as we go into Gemini. You might find you paying some bills. Okay, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, our Capricorns. This is the undercurrent, time to pay attention to the undercurrents going on around you. We are coming into your sun, your solar season, so happy birthdays, Capricorns. And this is an undercurrent right now, and that you could find that you might let go of something, and that there could be looking at your attachment to things, your ownership of. You could look at selling, you could look at sorting, you could look at finalizing, and that could be offers, money, ownership. And that you might need some rest and to let go. You could even have some time maybe planned after, maybe into January, that you may even look at some time off. And that you could find that breaking free could even be a bit explosive, that you could come to a place where you're like, I've had enough, and then you just break free from it. This is a time for you to contract and redirect yourself, resort the resources, energy, and effort you've been putting in. And I would look at moving it into new directions that are more satisfactory, that really bring some satisfaction and some reward, because it feels like you might have been just grinding and you're not really getting any reward for it. And so you might want to look at how to break out of that cycle. I feel like you could look at therapies, that could look at counsel, mentorship therapies, and somebody just giving you good advice or direction. Aquarian, sun, moon, rising. You know, this is going to be a time where you could be honored, you could receive a pat on the back, you could receive a good, little punch in the arm of good job, kid. And that your reputation, showing up, standing up for, following through on is going to be really important at this time. This is going to be a time to make sure you lock things down. You, go through a ritual of don't forget your keys, don't forget your phone, don't forget these things. You could find yourself a bit forgetful. This is going to be a time where you could be asked to take on extra responsibilities in some sort of project, work, or direction. And it feels kind of nice. It feels like they could even give you some creative leeway, some creative ideology around where you're heading. And that you might find that you could be really looking at new mental challenges, new ways of thinking, new mental patterns, new problems or challenges that you have to solve. You could go into some really problem solving and finding solutions over the next 7 to 10 days. And that you're going to find that your faithfulness seems to pay off, and that you're going to find that maybe you're put into a position to lead in some way that you're really excited about, that brings out your creative endeavors and gifts and talents. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, our little Pisces. You have the right to claim something. You have the right to stand up, and you can claim interest on a loan. You could claim a tax return. You could claim the front seat. You can get, I kid a little bit, but I feel like you're going to get cooperation from spirit if you just claim it, manifest it, really set your sights on it, really put the effort in now. You might have been longing or yearning for a while for something, and I feel like this is the time to act. This is the time that And you could even be looking at some travel coming up. You could be looking at away and plans. And I feel like this is a time where you might just finally take action. You could be very stimulated around taking action in terms of commitment, putting the final payment on, reaching out to claiming your right to something. That could even be finalizing something where you're asking for a final offer or for something to be closed out. And you might get exactly what you're asking for, and then you're going to find by your birthday able to move on in a big way, Pisces. Again, you can find me at BerniceBissoPsychic.com and A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck Television. And I'm here every Tuesday for Psychic Tuesday at 2:30 Central Standard Time. Now, let's get into it a little bit. So we've got Shauna in Layton, Arkansas, I believe. Shauna.
Hey.
Alabama, my bad girl. How can I help you, Shauna?
I just need some clarity, or I don't know, whatever you're drawn to. I'm really struggling.
Okay, girl, let's go to the beginning. So Miss Shauna, do you mind if you share with me just the day and month of your birthday?
April 20th.
Okay, let's explore. So April 20th, your birthday coming up, this sort of Taurus Aries cusp season. I am going to say that this is the last leg of what's been challenging. This next 4 months, you're coming out of a time of restrictions and feeling like more restrictions or feeling like more obstacles. Some of this, I feel like you might have to make changes to 2 areas. One is going to be your health, and one is going to be income, employment, work. You could have had a couple of losses in the last 3 to 5 years. 2 men around you seem to show up really strong, a younger man and an older man. And then you've got, not just for yourself with maybe what's going on with your health, but also another woman in family, that there could be some health or challenges going on there as well. This energy since October is going to lighten up for you come May. Come the month of May, I feel like you're able to move forward in a good way. One of this is really, and I mean this with love, so I feel like there's some extra work, extra income, or something earned. There is a difficult conversation with a man around you that I feel like might not listen. He might just keep falling back to old ways of being, old ways of doing things. Could feel a bit challenging. And I just don't want you to pour a bunch of resources and energy into other people right now, because I feel like if you focus on 2 areas, one is taking care of your lungs, your throat, with regular care around that, and the other around some joints, maybe some knees or mobility. Take care of yourself, and I feel like it's going to pay off. And that there's something very much around. You could find that if you look for extra work or you're looking for something to change with income and work, that there'll be no shortage of work. There'll be probably more than you want. But I do feel like the 2 areas that are going to be really good for you and really pay off for you this next 4 months, even starting as early as the middle of January, is going to come around your health and around a job or income for you or someone who lives right in your house. And there's something about this that feels pretty good. I do think that this news around changes with work or changes with this income could even show up by the 4th week in January. So something feels pretty good about that, or more positive for sure. I do think that it could even be for somebody who comes around your house or lives at your place. Because I feel like you're really wanting someone to launch on their own, or maybe there's a lot of demands on you from this person, and you could be saying, you could do this on your own. I'm glad you could do this on your own, or I'm glad you're shutting off a little bit in some way. Where a bit of a bumpy ride still kind of shows up, again, is romantic relationships. And I sorry, there, my little poor Aries cast. I wish I could. I feel like it could feel like extra demands, that it lacks a bit of romance, but feels like you still have to deal with. And maybe people's unexpected behaviors, people's unexpected demands on you, and that can even be people from the past. You do have the opportunity presenting itself, even something to do around your home, and changes that at your home that actually feel really good. Like there could be a sudden change because I do think there's a change of income because of work or employment opportunity that comes into the home, but there's also something changing about your home, and that could be somebody coming in, somebody leaving. That, I don't know, I feel like you want breathing space, you want to feel peace, you want to feel like things have settled with where you're living. And I do think that there's good news, particularly in the January to February timeframe, about where you're living. And there's something good that shows up around there. There is a mother figure in spirit even that keeps showing up. Like you had a period of time, and if I may just message something to you, my beautiful lady, she shows up with another lady laughing really hard, almost like a sister figure to her. But I just want to say this to you, that even in the last 2.5 years, it might feel to almost 3 years, might feel like people leaving your life, and your mom, not having her to maybe say things to. She hears you. I feel like you talk a lot to her, and she hears you. And just know that I feel like she shows up for you in ways that almost like she wants to reassure you that she hears you, and she knows you felt kind of lonely, that you don't have, who can you tell if you can't tell her? And so she does say she hears you, and that there is something that she wants you to work out with your family. And I mean this with love. I feel like there could be some challenges with some family, could be sibling figures or family, and you've always been the glue, or I feel like you might not have been heard, you are right, or that you're in the right in some way. And that I feel like if there's something to patch out, just reach out of spirit, or just reach out of goodness. Because I do think that after your mom's passing, that maybe things fell apart a little bit, and she knows this, and she loves you, and she's really proud of how you just kept going. And if I may, sounds, but I'd almost feel like if she sat on the couch and just had your head on her lap, and she just brushed, touched your hair, and that almost like a cat curled up in her lap, and she says you're hanging on to some stuff that maybe you don't want to move things around in your house. Maybe you're afraid to let go of some things, and you could feel overwhelmed by it. You could feel overwhelmed by, and that could be the changes, but maybe even purging things in your home and getting reorganized. Because as things fell apart, you might feel like even what was once beautiful collections of things could feel like overwhelming junk now. Like it could feel like it doesn't hold the same meaning. And I feel like your mom wants you to give some stuff away to people you love, like those beautiful collections of things, that to gift this and gift that might feel good, and that to make room, make space in your home so you don't feel overwhelmed. And she does show up there quite a bit, like a cat in your lap. I don't know, I just like this little, like just gentle. And that she wants you to remember that, and that she knows Christmas is really hard for you today, and you know, she knows that, but she is there with you and she loves you very much.
Her birthday's on the 27th.
Aw. So much love to you and to your family, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And thank you for tuning in to Psychic Tuesday, and we'll see everybody again in 7 days. Thank you.
and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for the Hallie Elise Show with Hallie Elise. Live from HallieElise.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-351-92158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page. Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is the Hallie Elise Show on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone, and happy holidays. Hopefully, if you are celebrating Hanukkah, you're lighting the menorah and enjoying the beautiful light in your home. If you're celebrating Christmas, enjoying the Christmas trees. I'll be very candid. I do not know much about Kwanzaa. I probably should educate myself on it. Though if you're selling, that's good. Celebrating Kwanzaa, I wish you a happy Kwanzaa. Yule just passed. Many celebrate Yule. Bottom line, this is the season where we celebrate the holidays. And of course, we cannot forget the solstice. We just had the solstice. So our seasons are changing. Before we know it, the new year will be here. I know a lot of folks look at what are they going to change for the new year. I'd like to make a suggestion. Don't think about what you're changing. Think about what you'd like to see better, bigger, brighter. So for instance, if you're thinking about dropping weight, perhaps don't think about dropping weight. Instead, think about being fit. Think about wearing all the clothes that you want to wear. If you're thinking in terms of, I want a relationship, I want, take the want out of it. Instead, give some time to think about, what does it feel like when I'm in a relationship? How happy does it make me? Let your mind go to the energy that is supportive of the thing that you want as your outcome versus your mind going to the things that you believe that you do not have or that you do not want. It sounds a little odd because most people think in terms of, well, I want this, so I want that. I'm suggesting you put all of your attention, all of your focus, all of your energy into what it is that will bring you the most joy, that makes you the happiest, that raises your vibration, and in turn, attracts you more of what you want. All right, I know we have Susie in Massachusetts. Hi, Susie. I'm actually up here in North Mass right now. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Did you have a particular area of focus you wanted me to look at for you, or did you just want me to give you what comes up? It's your choice.
Unless you're getting a strong pull on something specific, I'd like you to look into my love life, please.
Okay. I don't know if you caught that little part that I just said as far as our focus. And focusing on that part that has to do with the outcome that we desire. So when you say your love life, it's kind of interesting because I get a feeling of push and pull, where there is an inconsistency as far as what you've had, what you want, and how you want things to transform. I don't get the sense of a smooth run, for lack of a better way to put this. On a good note, February, end of February, I'd love to tell you Valentine's Day, but I feel like it's afterwards. End of February feels like it's going to be your time. And what that means to me is sweetness, hugs, warmth, smiles, having to do with romance, having to do with a relationship. This is also a time, though, I feel for you to let go of relationships that have not really worked, even though they've touched your heart. It feels as if it is time to say, I'm taking a breath and I'm allowing myself to have what I deserve. Think about those words. You allowing yourself to have what you deserve. Not fix, not change, not try to figure it out, but just have what you deserve. Do you follow what I'm talking about here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I feel so strongly that you are this big bubble of light with others. You give of your heart all the time. And yet, when it comes to you, I don't want to say that you limit yourself so much as it is, I don't feel that you always see your potential. It's almost that sense of, well, all right, so they're nice and, you know, they're loving, and then there's this little butt in your head, and the thought is, but nobody's perfect. So, you know, we'll just kind of go along here. It really needs to be more about how do you want to feel? Because there's a disconnect here for you. You know what I mean? It's like you're overthinking it intellectually and not feeling it emotionally at the level that you want. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind again, tail end of February, I just get that wonderful sweetness coming in for you. In the meantime, do your best to just really and truly, when you first wake up in the morning, think in terms of, I'm having an amazing day because my sweetheart is making me feel great. When you go to bed at night, think in terms of, I had an amazing day and tomorrow will be just as amazing because I'm successful and I have love all around me. And it may sound corny to say these types of things. However, if you do this, you'll find that you put yourself into that mood to attract more of what you want. It helps you to let go of old patterning. And that's part of what I'm getting here with you. There's old patterns that are sticky. They're just kind of hanging on. And you don't need that anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's how you can do it.
Awesome. So, you know, also 2025 is really your year in a lot of ways because I just keep hearing success. I keep hearing enjoyment. Don't limit. And I'm using the word limit again, but it keeps coming to me as if you're not seeing your life as big as it really is. So, for instance, if someone says to you, oh, you know, that's great that you did that thing. And you're thinking in your mind, yeah, it's all right. Like I did it, you know, like it's not a big deal. When somebody says to you, oh, that was a really big deal, or that was great, jump in there and say, you know, you're right. Yeah, I'm really happy I did that versus dismissing it. You're not connecting as deeply, honey, with, I'm going to say, the abundance that's around you. And I don't think you see how many people actually care about you. You have love being sent your way all the time. And I know that you asked specifically about romance, but to me, you really truly have love around you all the time. You're just not seeing it at the level that it exists. If you can, before you go to bed at night, and when you get up in the morning, really and truly pay attention to what are those thoughts before you go to sleep? How is it that you are waking up? So that by the end of February, not only will this person show up in the way that you want them to, but you will be ready for it. And you will be able to embrace love in your life, not just romantically, but all the way around at a much larger scale than you have been. Okay. Right. The other thing here, totally different subject for just a moment, if I may, make sure you keep up with your hemoglobin. So that's red blood cells. I get a little bit of a sensitivity here. If you get regular blood screenings, just make sure you take a look at where your levels are, what your levels are, and so that you have a baseline. Because for some reason, I'm just feeling as if I keep in my mind's eye seeing, funny enough, red meat. So to me, that's representative of red blood cells and them needing to be stronger, more robust. So think in terms of what foods would benefit your red blood cells. And what's funny about this is when we think of romance, we think of what? We think of heart. We think of the color red, right? When we think Valentine's Day, for instance, you know, the new thing today, it's pink and purple and everything else, but really traditionally it's red. It's that red heart. Well, obviously blood runs through the heart. When our blood runs hot, it's we're excited, right? There's passion. Think red blood cells. And I feel like it's twofold. Part of it is the physical end of it, and part of it is the emotional part of it. That part. Also, I keep hearing the word. You work in a lab? Okay, so you're dealing with blood all the time.
Yeah.
It should be easy then to look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just please keep up with red blood cells specifically. And it's funny because I'm not hearing like platelets, I'm not hearing white, I'm specifically hearing red blood cells. So again, just pay attention to that because I feel like it has value for you. As far as your actual work, there's some sort of, I'm going to call it an increase, but I don't feel like it's so much an increase. It could be unilateral, where they give you something else to work with, but there's an excitement about it. So there's an opportunity coming up here for you as far as with work. And also, I feel like February is the start of a cycle that you're going into that runs February through April. Lovely things happening in your life.
Oh, wonderful. Nice.
So I thank you so much. And I wish you a beautiful, blessed new year.
Thank you so much. You too.
My pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye. Now, I believe somebody from Louisiana is on the line. Marlena.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Hi, Marlena. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great. Did you have a question you wanted to address?
Yes, I want to ask, what does 2025 look like for me?
Okay, so what's interesting here is 2025 has a very similar feeling to 2023, which means you got to get out of your own way a little bit. 2020 was, I'll say, a little tougher than you would have liked. 2024 just feels like it was kind of like do-doop, 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 do-doop. You just kind of went along. 2025 has, again, a similar feel to 23. However, it also has a feel of, I'm going to use the word empowerment. There is an opportunity here for you to be more empowered in your life, stronger than what you've been in the previous years. And I actually want to go back 5 years to 2020, going into tail end of 2020, going into 2021. It feels like there was a change in your life, and it took away that feeling of you being in charge of your world. And 23 was like, oh my gosh, I have to work at it, right? So again, there's a similar vibration, not the same as end of 19 going to 20, but similar to 23. However, I'm going to reiterate this. There is opportunity for empowerment. What that means, honey, is if you really want to take advantage of 25 and get the most out of it, you have to allow yourself to say what was is in the past. And really be clear with yourself on that. Because sometimes your oversensitivity has you hold on. There is that not wanting to hurt somebody, not wanting to rehash something, being protective of others. And those are all great traits. However, again, this is about your empowerment, not theirs. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Sounds like you got the phone ringing in the background.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm at work. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay. We got ring-a-ling going on here.
I know. That was funny.
I think it's the universe just giving confirmation. Yes, let's pay attention. The bells are going off.
I know. I think so.
What I'd like to suggest, if you're open to it, all kidding aside, really take a few moments, not New Year's Eve, but maybe when you get off the phone with me, and ask yourself, what's most important? Because I feel like you've been too scattered because there's been a need of taking care of things, of having to do things versus getting to choose. And again, I come back to empowerment. You have the opportunity to choose how much you benefit in 25. But that means you have to give more focus to you, not to others. I'm not saying dismiss the people you care about. I'm not saying ignore them. I am saying, though, ask yourself, what can I do for me first before I take care of them? Get really clear with that. So again, if you're open to it when we're off the phone, write down, not type, but actually write. So it goes from heart to hand. What is it that I truly want? If there were no barriers, if there were no thing in the way, nothing in the way, what does that look like? Because I feel like 25 can be a magical year for you if you are more clear. what you've been. And part of that, again, I'm going to reiterate, is not to be taking care of everybody first, but taking care of you first. So for instance, even with work, yes, you have to show up, you have to do your work. However, if you're having a day that you want off and you get a couple of days, whatever that looks like as far as the paradigm with work, make sure you actually take those days. Don't think in terms of, oh, it'll roll over, there's money, there's this. No, actually take the time, even if that's for no other reason than to stay home and put your feet up and eat bonbons and watch movies. In other words, kind of baby yourself a little bit during those days that you are entitled. Because I don't feel like you've done that really and truly.
No. Oh, that it makes so much sense. It does, but there's a part of me that's worried because I feel like I always get guidance in some way, and I feel like I just don't do it. But I think that I am, but I'm not.
You're doing. Let me rephrase. It's not that you're not so much, but on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, you're somewhere between a 1 and a 2. You have to amp up your game. It should be more like 8, 9, 10 versus 1, 2. So again,
I think I'm in a connection that I should no longer be in anymore, and I think that's draining a lot of my energy.
Right, but that connection, again, you are looking after them instead of looking after you. I keep coming back to, this is all about you stepping into your power in 25. You don't want to let it sit, and I'm actually going to use the word fester, where you find yourself becoming resentful or frustrated. You want to be clear with, what is it that's going to genuinely make my heart happy? And sadly, this connection, I to say sever connections, because I feel like it's always good to maintain friendships and be able to at least know each other and have good thoughts. However, that doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes we have to just say, I have to let it be, at least for now, at least for 2025. And then you can determine or reevaluate in 26 if you want to re-examine, go back in any way. But the overall impression really is, again, putting you at the head of things energetically so that you can have your desires met, because it can be a very magical year for you. And here's the neat thing about this. If you start to tweak your pattern, you're going to find that other things start to show up on your doorstep as well that are really lovely. So for instance, for no reason at all, a neighbor comes by and they have a little gift for you because they were thinking about you. Somebody who all you do is say hi to, right? Or you find that there's a little animal that's sitting at your doorstep and you say good morning to it and it just kind of sits there and then it kind of wanders away and comes back. It's like these little serendipitous happenings that will start showing up in your world as soon as you start looking after you a little bit more. And to add to that, anything connected to nature is really good for you because you have an affinity with nature. You have an affinity with animals. And I don't get that you've been embracing that of late.
No, I haven't. I have not.
And yet it makes your heart happy, right?
Yes.
Do the things really and truly that you know are a part of you. And embracing nature is a part of you. Embracing animals is a part of you. Taking care of you in a way that I'm going to simply say you would do for yourself. Like, treat yourself as good, if not better, than someone else that you would look after. Which means stop thinking about how do you protect them and start thinking about how do you protect you. And when it comes to work, there's expansion here. There's growth. There's more smiles. I feel like by the time you get to September of 2025, there's a big opportunity that rolls around for you. And if you are like, oh my God, I don't know, I'm kind of afraid, tell that little voice in your head, that inner critic, to be quiet. And instead just say yes. Because that little inner critic gets you into trouble. It stops you from so many things that you could truly be enjoying. And something totally different. I'm so glad. But something else totally, I'm sorry, something else as far as different subject for just a minute here. I keep getting eyes. Make sure you keep up with your eye checkups, especially left eye. Get a little sensitive. So it's important that you keep up with that.
Okay.
I'm not getting worried like, oh my God, I gotta go. No, it's just a matter of making sure you keep up. Again, little sensitivity, I feel like it can be managed, but you can't manage it unless you know what it is.
Right.
Do you have a specific question you'd like to address? I'm trying to give as much as I can during our time together.
Yeah, so I don't know how this works. So with the opportunity coming in 2025 for work, it's funny that you say that. I've been trying for years I'm in the military, to get stationed overseas. And I'm wondering if that is it. I was going to ask if you did anything around that.
Okay, so you heard what I said about being clear about taking care of you, right? And nice showing up if you do that. I see you going overseas. However, I don't see an order coming, let's say January, February. I feel like, again, it's later in the year, but I do see opportunity here. And I also see that once you make that change as far as moving, you're going to find something else and another door opens. So for instance, whatever your position is right now in the service, there's going to be an opportunity to either apply for something else, or your commanding officers will be able to say, hey, we think it would be great for this. But I definitely get, again, expansion, greater opportunities coming up for you.
Okay.
You can speed up the results, just so that you know you can speed up the result again if you are laser focused on your wellness. When I say wellness, I'm not talking about like physical health. I'm talking about overall wellness in your life.
I know. I'm like super. I feel like kind of like in a really depressed energy right now. So, do you see like me pulling out of that? Do you see like any good months this year calling out to you or anything like that?
Okay, so again, September feels like a very strong month as far as things really coming together, blossoming, happening. But in the interim, if you want to speed up your results, again, get more focused on you. And I'm going to put it like this, it almost sounds as if you need to be selfish so that you can have what you want. I'm not saying be mean, but I am saying take care of yourself. And as far as depressed energy, it is really and truly because you're not doing enough for you. I keep hearing, for instance, writing. So you've got a little bit of a gift there, and you don't have to write for anybody other than you, but maybe get a little journal or get a even pad and paper where you just start writing whatever pops up. I feel like it's very cathartic for you, as well as you're really very good at writing, but you haven't been giving yourself the opportunity to do that. And that too, anything you do for you that is happiness, that is connected to happiness, that is connected to you looking after yourself, will speed up your positive results and will lift your vibrations so that energy that feels depressed, that feels lower, is actually raised. The other thing that you may want to try is when you get up in the morning, before you get out of bed, slow your breathing down, take 3 very deep, very long breaths. And with each breath, say to yourself, I am awakening to my own power. 3 nice, long, deep breaths. And you will notice that your days start out a lot nicer than they've been. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much. That was very lovely. I really needed to hear all of that. Thank you.
I'm so glad. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you. All right, folks, really and truly, we all have abilities. We all have gifts. Oftentimes, we don't pay attention to them. Do you want to make 25 a spectacular year? I don't care what last year was like or 10 years before. Start thinking in terms of what brings you joy. Tap into that energy, even if it means thinking back to when you were 2 and you first got a lollipop. Connect with parts of your life that felt good. You will connect with that energy. And like attracts like. I thank you so much for tuning in this evening, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Thanks so much.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Understanding Spirit on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Understanding Spirit. Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful day and you've got the opportunity to share it with your loved ones. If you didn't, just hold them in their heart, as I'm sure they're holding you in their heart as well as we move into the new year and better days, hopefully, for all of us. I will get... got a strong spirit here, so I don't know if it's here for my caller, so we'll get moving. As always, I will do the 3-card pull for the collective. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, remember it is a collective reading. Okay, so just take a second to just choose 1, 2 or 3. Go with the number that you gravitate to the most. If you've chosen 1, the card for you, I'm using these angel cards. The card for you is the High Priestess here, all right? And the message on here is listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. I really feel like with this card as well, that everything that is happening externally, right, you have to be careful how much of it you absorb internally. Allow your intuition to guide you rather than outside forces, whether that's people, the energy around people, things like that, all right? There's also movement excuse me, there's also movement around you. So whether that means that you're going to travel, or whether you're thinking of taking just a little bit of time out for yourself while you wait for things to unfold, could be a business trip, but there is movement around you as well. Okay. If you've picked the second card, it is the Sun. Beautiful card. It's a victory card. And it says here, happy outcomes, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Okay, now if you have been feeling, I feel like if you've been feeling like you've been playing chess, everything is like a move this way, or, you know, you've had to be strategic about things, you know, in your life and your ideas, what to do here, what to do there, you know, just this is the time to just keep moving forward with what you're doing, developing and growing those ideas to give you that success and the desired outcome, all right? Because I'm seeing like a bit of zigzagging this way, that way, all right? You know, so just going, allowing it to happen and just like thinking what's the best way forward. Okay, if you have picked the third card, this card is the Nine of Water in this angel deck, and it's got here, your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love life. What I'm seeing here also with this card is that some of these concerns could be your interpretation. Some of them could actually be things to actually worry about, but some may not be. You might be just looking at them like that. So whether you feel, I feel like there's even like, I don't know, whether somebody's stealing your ideas, or could be work-related, or somebody copies you or wants to be like you, feeds off you, that kind of stuff. But anybody that is giving you anything like that in any negative way just can't, you know, the Nine of Water, you're nearly there. You're nearly, you know, like success is nearly there. 10 is the outcome. So you're nearly there. Nobody can stop you from doing and getting what you want. Okay, so good luck to everyone with all of that. Now I've got Kristen on the line. Kristen, how are you?
I'm pretty depressed, but I'm happy to be on the phone.
Oh, well, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, first of all, right? And, honey, why are you depressed? Tell me, let me see how I can help you.
Well, you know, it's no contact situationship issue, but also I lost my job. My living situation is horrible. It's just my whole life is in shambles. I know it's supposed to be like a spiritual awakening coming. I'm waiting, and God's not giving a pass to me. So.
Okay, all right. What I will tell you about God, and I've learned this the hard way myself, Kristen, when you are praying for something and you are not getting what you want, it's because what we want is not good enough for us. And they're going to give us something.
I just want guidance. At this point, I just want guidance. I just want someone to tell me what to do.
I'm going to give you guidance. I'm going to give you guidance today, okay? Now, I've got a male spirit here. This could be your dad, all right? I'll just because he's come in really, really strong. Before the show, I was coughing. I couldn't breathe. I had pains in my chest. I felt like, you know, I was drowning. My mum had fluid in the lungs, and she was like that, so I don't know. Does this sound like, did your dad have cancer, or do you know anyone that had a male who had these symptoms?
Well, my dog passed in April, and she died of a tumor in the lung, so maybe that was it. But
okay, right. What about your dad?
My dad's okay. I mean, he's allergic to my new dog, so maybe that's why his breathing's not good.
Did he pass? Okay, who passed away? Not your dad. Oh, you said your dog passed away.
Yeah, my dog, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, because I was getting all these symptoms really strong, but you do also have a male in spirit who's come in to wish you a lot of luck, All right, now I don't know what your background is, but I'm seeing a lot of symbolism, like Irish symbolism. I'm getting like the four-leaf clover, but it's in...
half Irish.
Sorry?
I am half Irish. I said I am half Irish.
Okay, all right. Because I am getting that. I was singing like Irish dancing and whatever, and I just kept getting that the spirit is like wishing you luck. All right, and they're with you, all right, and they're telling you that now is the time to act and move forward with everything, all right. Now, you've got I'm getting a lot of sense of stuff around, like things that you want, money, moving forward, but I do feel too you've got to focus on your goals. And you've got to bring success and then just kind of like go one step at a time, all right? Because as you're looking at it at the moment, it's too overwhelming for you, all right? So I'm getting, you've got to like make a plan and write everything down, like in the different areas of your life, and just chip away at it. Do you have a male who is like... he's quite like logical, and I feel like he's quite practical and stable and may know about money as well. I don't know if that's your dad or somebody that you were with. Does that make sense for you?
No, I can't think of it.
Okay, all right. Well, just hang on to that, and maybe that's somebody that's going to come along and assist you out of this. But because I certainly feel like at the moment you're lacking the confidence, you're lacking growth. Everything is like kind of unbearable for you, but you need to work. I feel like you've gone through the worst, and now it's time to start moving into calmer sort of waters for yourself, all right, where things can become a lot clearer. And I'm hearing life might be hard right now, but I see you're nearly going to turn the corner. It's like you're nearly there. And spirit are like, don't stop dreaming about what you want to do, because it's still all there for you. But I just feel like you have to be clear on your communication about what you want. Are you looking to change jobs, or are you looking to start employment or something? I'm just seeing like a new job around you.
Well, yeah, I lost my job like a month ago. So.
Okay, all right. Well, you will be looking for another one and finding something else, right? Everything is coming. I know you feel like you're hitting rock bottom now, but Spirit just keeps saying, like, spread your wings and fly. They're like, good things are coming to you, okay? So I don't feel like you need to worry about that so much. Okay, do you know, Kristen, whether anyone would attack you spiritually?
No, I don't know.
Okay, all right. What I want you to do, okay, is I want you to have a look and see if there's any kind of pattern in your life where something is constantly happening, all right? And it's like the same thing. If your finances are constantly getting attacked, if certain areas in your life are constantly getting attacked, okay? And I want you to have a look at that. And do you sit in prayer at all?
Do I pray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm getting Psalms 91, Psalms 23, and there was one I wrote here before. See, things happen for a reason. Where did I write it? Now I can't. Where to go? 35. Okay. When I write things down, I know when they're going to go. All right. So 91, 23, 35. And watch the show back if you forget. And sit in prayer with those every day. Okay. and ask for the changes to come in your life. If somebody is attacking you, that will assist you. Okay, I can't shake that feeling. All right, so when you get off, have a look and see how you go, how you feel about it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
See if you can make the change that way.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Happy New Year to everyone. And I wish you all a safe New Year. Many blessings to all of you. And, of course, we're still in the silly season. So, be careful when you're out there and look after yourself, look after your family, your loved ones. And I'm just being told to tell you by Spirit to hold your loved ones close and to pray over your 2025 or to do affirmations over your 2025 year, whatever resonates with you. Blessings and love and light to all of you and good luck moving forward. See you in the new year. Bye-bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Love Life with Katana Star. Katana Star. Live from katanastar.au. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, that's1radio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Love Life on A1R, the S1 Radio Network.
Hey everyone, how are we? Happy Boxing Day for everyone in the north, and we're here in Friday at the moment in Tasmania, Australia. It's that week where you forget what day it is and everyone's sort of in recovery mode from eating too much and whatnot. I certainly did. But it was good. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and enjoy the next couple of days in that sort of who cares what day it is stage, you know. It's I enjoy it actually. So I'm going to do a collective message for everyone who's listening and watching. I'm reading with my Light Seers Tarot deck today. And just also quickly before I get into it, I just want to I'm still going through some upgrades with my website, but you can actually contact me through our website now, again, or email me or just send me an inbox on Facebook if you'd like to book a reading. I'll be doing private readings again as of the new year. So, okay, here we go. Let's get into it, and I'll be accepting a caller as well. So let's breathe and focus. Oh, look, I've just had about 3 flyers. And I'm not going to read them all because it'll take me forever just to read all the flyers that flew out on the collective message. So I'm going to do that again because sometimes I'm a bit clumsy and drop my deck. All right, here we go. Collective message for all those listening. Funny if the same card come out. I got the 4 of Swords. Hi hi, Lena. I'll be right with you in a moment. I just want to explain the message of the collective card. Four of Swords is all about recovery and resting. And, I also said this is healing, taking some self-care time. And, that can even apply to all those away too much, including me, over the Christmas, New Year period. But it is a time of, of healing. It's a time of resting, slowing down. And you can see in the picture there, she's really curled up and just resting and recovering and nurturing herself. And some people may be recovering from something to do with their heart or even a broken heart or something like that. But the Four of Swords is always a lovely one for nurture and self-care and rest and, the perfect time to be doing that as we're coming up to the new year. So hello, Luna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I was just saying I'm recovering from Christmas and all that, and in that haze of that week in between. What can I do for you tonight?
I guess actually, I wanted to see what you pick up. When will I be moving from the apartment that I'm living at right now?
Okay.
How soon will I find it? And, is it going to be good?
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to ask for is some messages in regards to what you need to know about your living situation, okay? I can also look at the timing on the cards if you'd like that, to narrow that down a little bit for you. So let's have a look. I'm just shuffling as we speak. All right. All right, there we go. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we've also got the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right, and I felt the need to pull one more there, and we've got the Magician. Okay, Luna, so straight away, being with the Magician coming out next to the Queen of Cups here, the Queen of Cups can signify somebody, and she could be you or she could be somebody around you. I'll get into the timing in a moment. I need to unpack the energy a little bit in what's coming out of the cards. So you don't have to ask me, but I'm picking up as there being someone, either yourself or around you, who's really going through some depression at the moment or some emotional difficulties.
Someone that's going through depression right now?
Yeah. Or some kind of emotional disturbance, or she's feeling upset, or she's feeling, losing a bit of hope, I guess, within herself, because that's what the Queen of Cups in reverse can signify. And with the Magician here, this is asking, if it's you or if it's someone around you, the Magician's asking you to do some healing, and to manifest, some kind of healing, even a spell. I'm not sure if you're into spell work or not, but you can sort of do lots of beautiful self-love spells and things like that to help heal through this sort of stuff. Because significantly with the Queen of Cups in reverse, that's signifying depression or emotional disturbances, okay? And there's a need there for healing and self-care. So the Seven of Pentacles here is signifying that seeds have definitely been planted. In regards to your question here, the move, I feel what's going on with the Queen of Cups and her energy, that's what's driving you to want to move or to want to relocate, okay? And the Seven of Pentacles is definitely saying it will happen, all right? Because the Seven of Pentacles shows that there's seeds being planted and there are things growing, but it is taking time. And I can see that. And the Knight of Swords being here could mean that you might be wanting this to happen quicker than what it is at the moment. And but the Knight of Swords is someone who really pursues what he wants, and he goes after something. I am sort of picking up either maybe you or someone close to you might be leaving a relationship or leaving something behind here and really want to do it quite quickly, because the Two of Swords is in reverse here. And when the Two of Swords is in reverse...
I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you repeat that? I said, can you repeat that again? I didn't quite understood that.
Okay, so the Knight of Swords energy is saying that there's someone that really pursues and goes after what they want. And I'm picking up either you or someone close to you might be leaving a relationship, and that could actually be why the Queen of Cups is in reverse as well, with all that emotional sort of upset and a bit of depression possibly. Is that making sense for you?
I don't know who could it be. I'm not sure.
So is it you wanting to move to improve, to, you know, either leave a relationship or to, I guess, find more happiness or something like that?
No, not really. The only thing is that I have to move because my landlord is moving into the apartment that I'm living at.
All right. I might ask for a little bit more clarity on that there, because I'm wanting to know why the Nine of Swords is here. The Nine of Swords does normally mean something, you know, it's either pursuing something or it's fast-paced moving energy as well. The Six of Pentacles is there too. Now that is a sign very much that there will be good news in terms of, you know, if you're looking for whether or not you're going to find a place or how soon. Let's ask quickly how soon. The Ace of Cups is there too. I am picking up, though, there's depression and emotional stuff going on. And I know it's a personal thing, so, you know, if that's you or somebody close to you, just remember that there's support there, okay? I'll just keep going quickly because the Nine of Swords dig through. It's throwing a little bit of confusion at me. Hang on, let me unpack this a bit more. Luna. I'll quickly ask about timing, Ace of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. You know, with cups, that normally means within months, okay? So I'm getting maybe within 1 month, maybe 1 to 2 months, okay? You know, if you're looking at timing, cups revolves around months, okay? And the slowest one is Pentacles, and that's years. So you're not looking at that. So I'd say within a month or a month, you should have at least an option there. Let's have another look here. Okay, yeah, another ace. There you go. And the Ace of Pentacles, all right, that is a new opportunity and a new offer, something like that. So that's signifying the new house or apartment or something that you will be offered with. And again, being an ace, I'd be saying months. Okay, so about a month. Let me ask one more time. Here we go.
The thing is that I put in 2 applications for 2 apartments. I mean, I'm not happy with them because I actually wanted something a little bit more bigger and not in that location. So I don't know if it's going to be one of the 2 that I recently saw, or maybe another one that I would see potentially in a week or so.
All right, here we go. So the Six of Wands is here, and that's signifying that it would be the option that you would want. The Wheel's here, but the Ten of Cups is also in reverse. Again, I'm picking up on relationship problems here. You don't have to answer me. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Here we go. I
am in a relationship, but for a very long time. It's already, I would say, it's been 11 years.
Right, okay. So are they not reluctant? Are they not happy about the move?
Who's not? My partner, you mean?
Because I'm picking up.
Well, he doesn't live with me.
Because the Six of Swords is in reverse, and that signifies a reluctance to move on or change. And there's conflict there. I'm picking up some conflict to do with this stuff. Let me unpack this a little bit more. And the healing, the Four of Swords. Okay, I'm picking up, I mean, I know this is personal, but and you don't have to answer me, but I am picking up there's some stuff going on in your relationship there. And either he's struggling, and I reckon that could be the Queen of Cups in reverse energy. There's something to do with this move. Even if you don't live together, that he's reluctant for change, okay? There's some kind of reluctance there, and there's some kind of depression there. Yeah, the Two of Cups is there, or emotional difficulties or something. So have a chat with him and just gently probe and say, are you okay? And don't push too far. If he doesn't want to talk about it, that's okay. But yeah, I am picking up there's some stuff going on there. Let's have another look. Queen of Pentacles in reverse.
Well, I know that he's recently going to be changing to a new job as of next week, and he was actually seeing me more days out of the week. But now that he found a job closer to his home, we're going to see each other a little bit more less. I don't know if maybe that's bothering.
that would signify that, because the Six of Swords is in reverse. And also, like I said, the Knight of Swords, when that sort of came up earlier, I did pick up straight away that there's some kind of disturbance there. But look, I'll keep going. I do see, yes, that you will be moving. I do see that it will be soon. Okay, the Six of Wands indicates that it will be the option that you prefer. But listen to your gut feeling on that one. Let's have a quick look here. The Nine of Cups in reverse is there as well. And, you know, to me, that's probably even picking up on a little bit of the relationship stuff if you're going to be seeing less of each other. I think what the cards are really asking you to do here is communicate, okay? Look, I've only got 60 seconds left, but Luna, in the long run, I think talk to your partner and have a good chat and just see if you can sift through anything that, you know, they might not be wanting to talk about this sort of stuff because they probably don't want to upset you or something. But I'm getting very much sit down, talk to your partner and take the option that feels right in your gut. I do see that, yes, you will be given an offer within a month, okay? Like I said, 2 aces came out. And there's judgment there as well. The judgment one, again, is asking you to let go of any past regrets too, or insecurities there in us, I guess, in a sense. But yeah, it's very much for the Eight of Wands here. I'm getting talk and communicate with your partner, and then once you do that, the answer will become clearer to you as well on which apartment to go for as well. Okay, look, I do have to get going. I'm sorry, Luna. I would like to unpack that. That was quite a complex reading, actually. Lots of dynamics came out there. But thank you so much for calling, and I wish you all best with that situation. Talk to your partner, and hopefully things will be a bit clearer for you then. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I'll be back same time next week. Bless be, and have a happy new year. Cheers. Bye.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny with Eleanor Gray. Live from GraceDestiny.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. It's Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, hi there, and Merry Christmas. I mean, are you ready? This is what we want to know. It's Christmas Eve, and we're all excited, aren't we, for tomorrow, for Christmas Day, and family, friends, holiday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's a great, great time to really see exactly what's happening in the future. Are you ready for 2025? Well, I'm looking here into my cards for you today. I'm also going to be lighting a candle. I've got this candle here, and this is for all those loved ones in spirit, everybody that we want to make a connection to and to have some thoughts about as we're remembering our loved ones that have passed over into spirit at this time. It may be a partner, it may be a brother, a sister, a mother, a grandmother or father, somebody who is a loved one who is very special and very important for you. So we will be connecting as much as we can to angels over this next week, and I know that lots of you will be as well. So I've got my candle with me here today, just to set a reminder really to all of you that really, really want to, I think, probably make a difference. I think that's really where you're at, isn't it? It's trying to make a difference and remember what's gone before and what we're doing now, where we're going to next, and what's happening in our future. And that's so important. Have to keep on track and have to keep living our lives for today. So today, I'm going to use my crystal. I always do. I've got this one here. this is, let me just show you the two. This is a crystal ball which has got citrine in it. Now, citrine is all for prosperity, good fortune, good luck. And of course, we'll be looking at some magic wishes and some cosmic orders next Tuesday. That's next Tuesday, New Year's Eve, and that will be an amazing time to set your plans and to really make some noise about 2025. What is it going to mean to you? What do you intend to do? Where do you intend to be? Who do you intend to be with? So those are the magic wishes that we're looking at as we're going forward. And we can do those as well in private readings. So this is a fabulous time to really think about your future in particular, where you're going to, where you want to be, and how you are going to do that. So I think we've got Joanna. Hello, is it Joanne? Duana, hello there. Hi, how are you? It's lovely to meet you, and thank you for coming into the show. Yeah. Well, I'm Eleanor. I'm in London, in the United Kingdom, long way away. And of course, it's very cold and wet and miserable. It always is. You know, this is what we have to put up with in the UK. But I'm here now to connect to you. Now, what I do feel is that you've got a very special time that is coming into your life. This is going to be in the new year. We're not talking about tomorrow or Christmas celebrations. We're talking about January, February. And these are special moments here that you will be excited about, that you'll be really expressing yourself and saying to yourself, do you know what? I really do want to make some positive changes. Now, I've got people leaving your life and new people being brought forward and welcoming you into their lives. So there's hands here that I have reaching out to you, and that's what I want to give you, this hand reaching out to you and wanting to grab a hold of you and say, look, come with me this way. This is where I'm going. So I'll just pop my candle there, and we'll go back to that in a moment. But I am also going to be taking some cards here for you now. Just shuffling for you, and I'm just going to take a couple of cards randomly. This is what I thought. You've got the King of Wands here. This is a very powerful card, and it is all about a partner, somebody that you really feel a lot for. Let me show you. This is a person that you're perhaps thinking a lot about, and that, again, I will repeat, that somebody that's leaving your life, whereas that's being replaced with people who are coming into your life. So has that happened? Have you had a separation, or just sort of feeling isolated even, just on your own? Is that what's happened to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So has this been a partner that, you need to get back in touch with, or somebody that has really let you down? I feel that there's so much here that lets you down, and so much that could have been great.
Absolutely, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could have really been. And you tried, you tried so hard. And I think that's been difficult for you. Now, look what we've got here. Ace of Cups is here next. If we can get that into focus, let me just put that there. The Ace of Cups. Now, this is all about taking some dreams of yours, turning them into something very special. It's like a new reality that I think is going to be in your life January, February. And it is real. You can feel it, you can touch it, you can say, this is me, this is what I want, and this is what I've been wishing for. Not this guy who just seems to have let you down, being a disappointment, and has left you wanting more, or feeling perhaps a bit, why did I allow that to happen? Don't blame yourself. Sometimes other people have an agenda that we can't see because they don't let us see it. We can't see through a brick wall, and that's what I feel he had put up in between you and him. Now you've got strength and patience, which is all down to you, really feeling as though everything is going really well. You're taking yourself into a new dimension altogether. And I feel that now you're with yourself. You're sort of at one with you. You know what you want to achieve. Now, January, February, you're getting a move on here. You're not going to hang around any longer waiting for other people or looking out for other people. You're going to just put some roots down and say, right, I'm going to make things happen for myself. It's all about me, me, me. And that's what you need to do. You have to prioritize you and who you are. So your needs must come first. Number one, that's you. They must come first. Now, I do have a soul in spirit with you. In fact, there's three. I can see three ladies here. They're psychically connected, and so are you. So you must have some powerful dreams. Do you dream about some ancestors as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is that all the time? Do you find that if you went to bed tonight and just had a question on your mind, would you get the answer in the morning? Because I feel that you can do this. You can absolutely do it.
Matter of fact, I am psychic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're renewing some promises that you've made to yourself, and there's angels with you as well. So I think there's another level that you're going to. It's like a new door that's being opened, a new chapter, and you will receive more and more and more information. So these three ladies that are here, these are ancestors. They are in your family, they're in your history, but it's the soul group that I'm looking at, because those soul connections and the soul group that you belong to is really powerful. It's a very special trilogy that is, it's like you've been here before several times. You're a very old soul. You've come through to show other people how to make demands of themselves, their life, and to open up a lot of ability. So you can teach others, and there's feathers all around you as well, and little snowflakes that are being dropped for you from heaven, from the universe, from wherever, from those places that we cannot see, but the places that we feel so much. And we have this candle as well, which I want to really give to you, and to allow you to have that real strength of mind, you know, that strength of mind, that strength of purpose. Now, I can see you belonging to groups as well, groups or charities, groups of people that you're gathering together and that mean a lot to you. So there's a lot of very special connections that I think are going to really be making a difference. I think that this is important. Okay, let me just take another card. Overcoming obstacles. This must be something that you've wanted to do for a while, and I think you're now about to do that. So these three ladies. I do want to go to P. Do you know a Pamela? Is Pamela a name that is significant to you?
No.
Have you got a P then? The initial of P for Peter? I just got this being drawn in your sand, because I'm looking at a scene here. It's got the sun shining brightly, and I want to go to the sand. I've got the initial of P very strongly there, and the beach and the sea is very flat and calm and yellow all around. So communication is really important for you at this particular time. But do watch out for this initial P. So the three ladies that I have here who are sending you, I think, sort of real gifts of treasure, you know, some money is coming your way, some benefits are coming your way, and you will be uplifted. You will be feeling as though you're so very much better. Have you had throat problems? Is that what's been wrong? Because I've got issues here. Anyway, you'll find that you're feeling so much healthier, so much better in yourself, and taking some time as well to consider your financial prospects, because you've actually drawn a money card now. So not only have you got these three ladies here, but you've also got prosperity, the sun is shining, you've got some very good luck on the way. But I think the most important thing for you to know is that there is somebody new for you. You're not going to stay in this situation now. There's somebody new who is making a huge difference in your life now and in your future. So that's really powerful, really important for you to know.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
The three ladies, I just want to say that the feathers and the gold coins and the snowflakes. So I'm going to send those three things to you because they're from these three ladies, and it's really quite magical. I mean, this is, very, very much a time that you will be, I think, really quite pleased about 2024 when you look back. But 2025 is so much more special. So look out for that because you've got a lot of joy to come. Okay, so thank you for joining us, and Merry, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you.
Merry Christmas. Thank you again.
Thank you, and don't forget your dreams as well. They're really important for you right now. And remember to pass that on. The initial P, you'll meet that person very soon. Let me know when you do. You can always get through to me on my website. It's gracedestiny.com. And you can do email readings. You can do all sorts of things. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, going to my next caller now. Hello, Joy. You're with me. You're with Eleanor Grace. Hello, and how are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Miserable weather here, just to, give me your weather update. It always is, it's raining. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's bound to be better than here. So that's just my my weekly moan about the weather here in the UK. But we are in Christmas Eve, and we're very, very special times. And what I want to say to you is there's a man who is looking at you. I've got him here. He's adoring, really adores who you are, what you stand for, everything you mean the world to him. Is he your partner, your current partner? Because he should be. He's there. He loves you. He's looking at you. Are you with him? Yeah?
No, he passed away.
Oh. He's away?
No, he passed away last year. He ended his life.
Do you know, he's with you. He's with you. He's absolutely here, wanting to say hello. Do you know, I don't think he meant to. I don't think he meant to take his life. He was such a sad person at that time. But it wasn't him, was it? It wasn't really about him. It was about other people, putting him under pressure. Yeah. There was a lot of pressure, wasn't there? Well, I can feel him with you on this Christmas Eve, and he's looking at you, and he adored you. He adored you. So sorry to have left you, but you can live on, and you are. You are moving forward at a very fast pace. 2025 is your year now, and you must be able to grab it, grab it with both hands. I'm going to bring two hands here. What was his name? Let me ask you that firstly.
Paul.
Okay. So on my last call, I don't know if you were listening at all, but play this back, because on my last call I had a man with me with a big initial P, and there was P written on the sand, which is what I look for. I look for initials in my scene, which is a beach, and she didn't know who that was. She couldn't take who that was, and there were three ladies in spirit with her, but no man. But with you, we have Paul. And he told me his initials. So when we opened up the show this evening on Christmas Eve, Paul was there. And that's why I said to you straight away, he's looking at you. He adores you. He thinks you're amazing. And he wants to see you, and he can see you. So Joy, I know. Don't, though.
I'm sorry.
Don't miss him, because he's with you. He's there. He's going to be there all the time. And he's bringing somebody else to love you better than he could, he said. So he didn't feel as though he could give you what you really needed or what you wanted. Did you feel that?
Yeah, towards the end, what he was saying, But I told him he was perfect. He was He was an amazing person. He thought he was failing me, but I told him he wasn't. Right. He was deserved to be here and live.
I think that he needed to be able to let go. He was so unhappy inside, but it wasn't you. You brought him happiness. You brought him love, and he cherished that. And you were marvelous. You were absolutely marvelous, wonderful to him. And that's what he wants you to know this Christmas Eve. And all the little presents and all the material things don't mean anything, do they? But what does mean so very much is, Paul, I've got a candle here. I'm just going to hold this up now to wish you, come on, Joy. I know that you're sad and you're upset, but look how amazing it is. I'm here in London and you're in the States, in Illinois, I think, aren't you? And he's here. He's with both of us. I can feel him. I can feel how powerful he was as a person. And he had so much to give to people. And he did. He tried. He tried really hard. But I feel that he was an old soul who came back many times, and he was exhausted. He was worn out. This is what I'm sensing here from him. And you are the kindest angel. That's what he wants to say to you. The kindest angel on this earth, to be able to protect him, which you did, and to save him from some terrible tortures, I think, that you've absolutely discovered. Did you feel that with him? Did you feel that he shouldn't have endured some of the things that he did? Was that true?
True, yes.
It is really sad for you as well to try and heal him, to try and bring things together for you and for him. But Paul is sending you all the love in the world, and wants you to know that there's somebody new who he wants you to be with. Now, I'm going to just shuffle these cards now. Are you waiting for some money, Joy? Is there money that's owed to you? Okay. Is this from a claim, like an insurance claim, or a claim that somebody has not paid you enough money, or somebody hasn't given you? Okay. What was that? What was that about? Because that seems to be.
I was working and I got injured on the job, so that's.
Is that what it was? Okay.
That's what I'm waiting for, the insurance company.
Waiting for some money, insurance. All right. The polar bear is a card that I want to give to you. So this is your totem. This is something that the angels are sending. I'm just going to read what it says to you here. And it's a powerful spirit guide. Now, that's Paul. That's your Paul. It's come through, represents strength, endurance, as well as acceptance. So now you've got to surrender yourself, really, where you are in your life, and just sort of accept, well, here I am. This is your situation. This is your environment. And you have to make the best of what's around you. But it doesn't mean that you've got to give up on your dreams, because something amazing is about to happen. And that's what I want to say to you this Christmas Eve. Something amazing is about to happen to you, Joy. And you deserve it. You've been through so much. And that's really unfair. It's an unfair situation that you're in right now, but you have to sort of shake it off. You have to say, okay, I'm here, I'm living, I'm alive, I have a life to live as well. And sometimes we do forget that, don't we? We forget that we've got a life to live, and that, yes, we can be sad for those that we've lost and those that have actually departed too soon, been with us for not very long, and we need them back, we need them back in our lives. But you are being brought someone very special to share your future with, because for you, this is a time of transition, a time to transform your life, a time to change. So we're going to thank Paul for coming in here today, and we're going to blow out the candle too. Now, that's a wish that is there for you to send out to those loved ones that you also have in your life, and you also have in spirit, and those angels that are around you. Do you have a wish in particular that you're thinking of at this time?
Love to find love again.
Yeah, that's what we're going to look for now, because that's what Paul is bringing you, a sense of love back into your life. All right, let's just shuffle these cards, and we're going to take one and see what that one card is. Well, we've got the Fool card here from the tarot. Now, this is very powerful because this is right at the beginning. It's a major arcana card that comes through right at the beginning of the tarot. So it means you've got to start again. So everything is going back to the beginning again for you. You've had your heart broken. That's what the cards are saying to you. And we know that because Paul isn't with you. So your heart is tender, needs to be nurtured, needs some healing, and needs to be put back where you started, really. Now here we have this really clever person coming into your life who is also going to be offering out a bit more of an olive branch to you. Here he is. And he is a person that you can rely upon. So we've also got the crystal ball. And I'm going to be making a cosmic order here for you and looking into the crystal. It's a very powerful crystal ball, this one. It's one all about prosperity, the new year, and we're looking at 2025 as well. And this will say to you, look, there's a pathway here that you're going to follow. There's a new man who is a little bit younger than you, I would say about 5 years younger than you. He's quite jolly. He loves your sense of humour. He's going to really be accepting of your past, your situation. I think he's had a similar experience. So he will have lost someone that's been dear to him. So he knows what you're going through. He knows how you're going to be feeling and what that looks like, I suppose, to him. He's quite well placed financially. I can see him here with money in his pocket. So there's gold coins all around him. So he'll treat you well. He will treat you well. Don't forget, Paul is sending this man to you. He may not be wrapped in the package that you would want. So, you can't say, well, I want somebody to be like this or to look this way or that.
Right.
You can't do it because this is a person that's going to just appear. And when he does, you will know it because you'll sense his soul. His soul will be brimming with love and respect as well for you. And he will also be able to share your journey. So he's going to share a proportion of your life with you. He's going to allow you to look ahead with positive plans and to be able to make a life together. He's going to share the bills, he's going to share his future, his family, because he has a family. Do you have a son as well?
Yes.
He's a special guy, your son. I think it's clever. Certainly have some intelligence there, but you know what? It's hidden sometimes. He hides it. He doesn't like other people to realize how clever he is, and he does hide that. But you know all about him, and he loves you to bits because you've helped him. You've helped him so much. You've built a platform for him to stand on, and he's proud to be on that platform, and you're also very lucky, I think, to feel the way that you do about your boy. and to cherish him and to love him. And he's given it all back to you, because when you marry, and you will, because there is a ring going to be on your finger, and you won't forget Paul. Paul will bring this person to you. And I think that's another P. I think his name may also begin with P. So I'm going to send a wish out to you now, blow onto the crystal, wishing you the most wonderful time this Christmas. Don't be sad. And also look to the future, 2025. It's only next week, and then we can start again. So Merry, Merry Christmas to you, Joy. Here's your cosmic order and your magic wish.
Merry Christmas, and thank you, and love and light to you.
And to you too. All right. I've been Eleanor Grace. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Live from LadyDPsychicParties.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Astrology and Psychic Reading on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host for this segment, Lady D, and this will be the last radio show of 2024. So next week when we're back here, it'll be 2025, which is crazy. So this week, what we've got coming up, we are going out with a bang. We do have a new moon that is happening in Capricorn at 9:26 a.m. in the morning. That is my time here in Sydney. So with this new moon that is coming up, it is in Capricorn. So it's about hard work, structure, getting things done. It's about hard work. It's all about taking control, I feel too. It is about being organised. It's about getting things done. It won't be an emotional new moon because Capricorn's not an emotional sign. They're a sign of, yes, that's happened, but now we need to move on and get what we need to do to be able to move forward. We can't just dwell in the past or keep dwelling what's happening. But it's also about making sure that everything is done the right way and the proper way as well. That's what Capricorn is all about. And that black and white. It's a bit about what's right, what's wrong, and let's keep going. We do have a sextile to the moon and the sun with Saturn during this new moon, which is really helping us through any problems to push us to get through barriers and to get things done that we need to. There is also a square to Chiron, so it could be sort of walking around with a rain cloud in your head. I feel like that with this energy that's coming up, it's like one of those movies that you see that they make where it's about getting to their final destination and it's coming up with a lot of setbacks, whether it be like they made a movie on trying to get to the New Year's Eve fireworks in Sydney here. They put the fireworks on in the city where they have the Harbour Bridge. And it's a big thing if you go in there. It's something I don't do, used to do in my younger years, but not so much now. But it's like if you were heading in there and the car broke down. So then you had to go on a bus and something happened to the bus and then you tried the train and something happened to the train. It reminds me of that kind of thing happening up where obstacles are coming up, but you're so determined to get to your destination. You're not going to let anything or anyone stop you, and there's going to be some strange and wonderful things happening on the way. That's what this new moon in Capricorn is really reminding me of. At the same time, we do have Mercury and Jupiter squaring Saturn as well, which is bringing about maybe some news. It's not positive news, or you might be putting your foot in it. You don't mean to put your foot in it or mean to say the wrong things, but just not saying the right things to certain people. We've also got a Venus square Uranus here too, so it's unexpected with finances and relationships. And the thing is that this has been happening for even last week we had this transit. We do have Venus, which is in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, and then Uranus in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So they're in the signs where they should be conflicting signs here. So it's making it very peculiar, very strange square there with that instinct that's coming up. We've also got, which is actually helping us with this Chiron, we've got Mercury tri-Chiron and then Jupiter in sextile Chiron. So there is living some sort of healing. There is some sort of resolution. There is some sort of healing being done here with certain aspects and certain things that have really caused us a bit of distress or a bit of worry or a bit of tensions. I do feel like there is a bit of relief there as well. We also have Pluto, and I feel like this is building up. The Pluto is coming to oppose Mars, or Mars is opposing Pluto. We'll see it directly out of position next year. Sounds so strange saying that, but next year. But they are getting closer, so you're feeling that closer as those energies are coming up closer towards each other. But I do feel like this week is going to be a battle of wills as well. The weekend, we've actually got some positive aspects till 29th. We've got Venus sextile Chiron till 29th, as well as Venus in tri to Jupiter till 29th as well, which is bringing up a positive time for the weekend, which is what we need, what we want to. So let's go to the caller. So we got Jessica, who's in Pennsylvania. So hi, Jessica. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. How can I help you today?
If you can just tell me anything right now, that would just be for my highest good. I'm going through a lot of different things.
Okay. Do you have any area you want me to focus on?
Family and living arrangements.
I just had a battle of wheels here, and people at loggerheads, and there's no resolution. But I feel like someone has to make a tough decision here, and it's best for the family, is what I'm hearing as well. And I feel like it's a tough decision to make, but I feel like by February, it's like there's a pathway here. It's like there's a pathway being shown to you in February of the right path to take. I do feel like there could be a move coming up for you as well. I do see the moveless truck, so there could be a move coming up for you. And I want to say, don't worry. Everything's going to work out just fine. It's just people tensions are quite high at the moment because they're going a bit crazy because they don't have all the answers or they don't have all the details. They're freaking out is what I'm getting.
Yes,
but it's like I'm seeing It's like in the movie Alice in Wonderland, the Disney animation movie back when I was young. And the scene there where, I'm sure it's that movie, the scene where she doesn't know where to go and the dog comes along with a brush in his tail and I think he wipes out the path, or maybe he wiped out the path, or he must wipe out the path. But in this case, I'm seeing the path, he's wiping the path, but the path is being shown to you. So that's why I said I feel like that's February.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. Things will calm down. Okay, let me just see. Okay, I've got a man that's passed over here that I feel like he's part of your family. I do feel like he's like a grandfather. He's male, and I feel like he liked to drive. But I feel like he could drive bigger vehicles. And I know that like he's got a grandmother with him there. His grandmother's with me, so I feel like your grandmother or his wife is with him as well, because he's telling me that he's with her and he likes to take care of everyone. And it's like he was the glue that stuck people together. And without him being here, everyone's going their own separate ways, and it's just became very chaotic without him here. But he was very level-headed. But the tractor he drives, I just feel like he's driving like I don't know if it's a tractor or a big car or a truck. It's a big, I feel like the car he drives is a big car or big truck or big tractor or something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my Uncle Tom, my great-great-uncle Tom died last December, and he had a farm, so he had tractors, he had a truck, and he owned the family business.
Okay. He's saying he was the glue that stuck it together. But there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians, and I feel like he's saying no one listened to him. So I feel like I feel like he had everything written down, or there was instructions of what's to happen. But I feel like it's been torn up. Like people haven't followed through with what he wanted, because I feel like he's showing me paper being torn up. And he's not happy. He's a bit angry, but he's a loving man. Like he's showing me like he's a loving man. Like when he comes to like the children or the family, as well. Like he's showing me he's very loving towards the children. And I feel like he had a dog that was his best friend as well. And I feel like it's like this man's quite wise. It's kind of like it's not like Mufasa and Lion King, where he's explaining the circle of life. He's like explaining the circle of life to me. It's about how the business works as well. But he's like, everything's going to be okay. Take one day at a time. There's a man. He's showing me like a strong male that's there, and it's like you're going to have to work. There needs to be working around him because he's not budging. But he's like, don't worry. Like every dog has their day. So everyone, they may be coming on top now, but wait, because everybody has their issues and their problems and things come up for them. So, but you need to work around a male. He's showing me, but he's like he wants to give you a pat on the back, and he wants to he's telling February. It's something about February where I feel like things are going to be better for you, or it's going to be okay. And I even feel like the law may come into the place, or I see the justice hammer, which to me is about court or law. So I feel like things is going to work out. I do feel like for you, but he's telling me February. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, excellent. But he's saying grandma. He's kind of saying I'm here with grandma. So I don't know if it's his mum, but
I think it's my dad's mom, which would be his twin brother's wife.
Oh, okay, because he keeps on saying grandma's with me. I feel like that she was a decent cook as well. Or she had like a sweet tooth. I'm seeing like a cherry. I feel like it's like the cherry pies. the pie that has like the lattice. We call it the lattice. So it's the pie, and it's like the topping has like the crisscross topping, like the pastry like crisscross. So, and I feel like it's like a fruit pie, like a cherry pie or something like that. But I feel like she's a good cook, good baker, and I feel like she's also likes to keep things very neat and tidy and clean too. I see her like cleaning, so I feel like she likes to have everything spotless and cleaning, in tip-top shape. And she just wants to say hi. She's saying hi and just stop to smell the roses. So just stop and breathe, and it's going to be okay. But she's saying stop and smell the roses as well. But and she doesn't want to be, I'm sure you won't forget her, but she's saying don't forget about me. And I'm sure you won't. But I feel like that there's going to be a plant or something made in her honor. I do feel like that will happen as well. Because I feel like this lady has been very she's very blessed, but very it's like we honor her too.
Yeah.
So I hope I've helped you today.
Yes, you have. Thank you so much.
That's okay. So guys, I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve and the start of 2025. It's been a very interesting year, and I'm sure 2025 will be an even bigger interesting year. In fact, I know it will be a bigger interesting year because of the certain kind of placements. But I always say, and if you do what you love to do, whether it be go to the movies, hang out with friends, and last day of the year, just do something that makes you happy, and it's going to be quite positive, and then worry about 2025 the next day. But thank you. If you want a reading with me, you can contact me through either my website, Lady D Psychic Parties, or my Facebook, which is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram is Lady DS Psychic, and my TikTok is Lady D Psychic, and my YouTube, which I've got 10 more subscribers to go to make that a magic 1,000 number, is Lady D or Danielle Psychic. Thank you. Have a wonderful 2024, and I'll see you in 2025. Bye now.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good night, whenever and wherever you are watching this. My name is Jennifer, a tarot reader for over 10 years. And if you have been on the show before or listened in, you'll know I always start with a collective message. So let's just go ahead and get into it. For those of you